can pick up the slack. So, who wants to start?
Well, first, did you guys see today on Greg's Live that Steve Pearson's wife made a Clear Coat Confessions cookie?
Cookies.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
very
pretty
nice.
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 She's
Does
got
anyone
a
have a picture of that? That was really nice.
yeah, no, she's got a cookie or a confections company, and yeah, she put the logo, the Clear Coat Confessions logo, on a bunch of cookies. So I doubt that any of those are going to make them back. Or I said to Greg, I said, what are the chances one makes it to Canada? And I, I, I don't
I was
think
on the
it's going
phone
to.
with him when he left Pearson's, and you could hear him going, "Yeah, so what's going on?"
I
I
mean, they
might
were
get
good.
one. I might get one, but it might have a bite missing out of it or two.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
How much would
Box
the tariffs be on a cookie there, Adamo?
I don't know. Probably lots. Depends on if he sends crumbs or not.
So
So-
50% because you're only getting half of one.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
that's just part of his tour. I mean, he's down there visiting family and doing a bunch of traveling down that way. So he just dropped into. Is he still going to Louisiana?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
No, I
Oh,
don't
okay,
think
okay.
so. So
I might see him here in a week.
Oh,
really?
nice.
Nice.
His brother lives like 20 minutes away from me, so
oh, excellent.
we'll see.
Ah,
Yeah, I know he said he was going to maybe meet up with Ross, who's in our chat. I think he was going to meet up with Briley. So he's got several lineups. He's going to be doing, I believe.
We'll call this segment "Where in the World is Greg?"
Yes,
I'll get onto work on the Carmen San Diego theme.
exactly. Yeah, that would be cool. Definitely.
So,
Excellent.
anyways, anyone looking forward to SEMA? Anything that they're excited to see get introduced? Anyone want to see something introduced that's not rumored?
I want to know if we're going to start a pool and, put some money down that if Josh V's pressure washer will be released.
oh,
That's what
man.
I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm
It's
looking
the
forward to. I'm hoping
re-release.
it's before SEMA, though.
Yeah, over or under on that? Who knows?
So it was supposed to be
Re-release.
July, but that window's come and gone, so it's already been pushed forward again.
Well, I mean,
So-
July's not even here yet. He's got 3 or 4 weeks.
No, but the window for manufacturing and all that stuff like that, like they've already screwed up another thing. Not him, but the manufacturing company. Like,
He also
was
he switched up the
delay.
design a little bit too.
right,
Yeah.
right. That too.
You know what? I can't blame him if he's going to put it out, it's got to be right. So, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
if-
mad respect on that because he could just throw one
I
out there
agree.
and be like,
Yep.
2 months later, like V2.
But you know what?
Well, that's what's gonna
Wonder-
happen. That's what's gonna happen. He should just get to work on V2 right now.
Yeah, because by the time it comes out and he gets all the specs that he's gonna be or that he's trying to dial in are gonna be kind of, out of style or surpassed by the other manufacturers.
Dude,
That's what I'm
how-
saying. I mean, there's already multiple 2 GPM,
Yep.
under 15
Yeah.
amp pressure washers on the market. So his has
Dude.
got to be something really special.
How many
He's
like
building a pressure washer. He's not building a laptop.
well, right, but I mean
Like, how
when
many gigs of RAM do I need?
when Kiev went to like the Max Flow last year and like all the other then they went to AR. Dude, like everyone was not expecting half that stuff to all the numbers that
Yeah,
they were
sure.
pumping out on 15
Mhm.
amps. And now, who knows what's gonna happen at this SEMA? It might be nothing, but I'm sure Josh might have a little bit of FOMO once he releases his, and all of a sudden people got the newest and greatest things coming out at SEMA. So that's the only thing of concern for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the reason why he's taking his time to perfect it is because I think we just saw the comment within here is the fact that he's trying to get the true 2.0 GPM. I think a lot of the ones that are out now are not getting that 2.0 GPM. So I think him taking his time, I'm all for it because I know it's going to be perfection. If it meets his standards, then it definitely is going to meet our standards. So I'm pretty excited about
You
it.
sound
But I'm
pretty
not-
excited about it.
I am. I right now have a
Nice.
Ryobi 1800 because, and this is,
Uh-huh.
I think this is my second one. So I'm holding out. I'm holding out for Josh's.
So,
But you know
so
what?
why
It's
why
hard not
are
to
you
give him
just
the
a
benefit of the doubt, though? Because I
ah,
mean, look at his product line. I mean, other than Impact Foam, I mean, can you really name a bad product?
Mhm.
no, not at all.
No,
Hey,
Other than that one,
I
know,
liked Impact Foam.
you're the
I
minority.
haven't tried it yet, but I think it's because everyone was just like, it's all right. That's the only product I haven't tried in his line yet. And
I
to be
think
honest with you, Abyss, I have like a love-hate relationship with Abyss.
it
So
smells so
that's like
good. Though.
it does. It does. It's like a
I
bubble gum or something. It smells good, yeah.
Yeah, I think with Impact Foam, he named it a high pH foam, and I mean Impact. You know, you were thinking that it was supposed to be, impactful, but it's a lower high pH.
Mhm.
So, I mean, for what it is, and depending on what cars you use it on, I think it works well. And especially now that you can mix it with his APC and make
Pineapple.
a Green Goblin.
Yeah, the Green Goblin, yeah.
Yeah, I put in. I think Impact Foam is 8.5 to 9, and I mixed them 1 to 1, and I measured the pH, and the Green Goblin went up to 10.5. So
It's a little bit more.
Well, and
power.
again, his line is designed for mobile detailing and detailing in the sun. So it does make sense that even his high pH is going to be sun safe. But I think they marketed it wrong, like you were saying,
Yeah.
the name and everything else. So people were expecting a little something different when it came out.
yeah, there's a good comment there. I think Impact Foam seems like a solid product as long as you don't expect it to be a touchless.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
I
not a sledgehammer. It's, to me, it's a little bit more of a maintenance, a maintenance product where you don't need the super high pH. Foam it on, let it do a little bit of work, and then go back over and do what else you need to do.
And not for nothing,
Mhm.
Josh never claimed that was supposed to be like a touchless wash,
Right.
anyways.
Yep.
You know,
Right.
he's always said, "Hey, this is sun safe stuff," and that's what it is. It is what it is, as they say.
Yeah, and
I think
you
you
did
can
say
use
it was
it as
for
regular maintenance, right? Instead of just a hammer every time, you could use this on a regular basis to just every wash, go through it, and it's not going to damage your coating as much as using something that's a higher pH.
Hmm.
I don't see a point in using that versus Primus.
versus
Well-
hard wash versus Picar
Nah.
versus
There's a million things
No,
out
because
there we could
Primus
use.
Primus is ceramic coating safe.
oh. I think
Reggie told me you can
I thought
use
I
Primus
thought they were
every
all-
week.
I thought
Most-
they're all
Most
coating
of those
safe.
should be ceramic coating safe as
Yeah.
long as your ceramic coating is covering a big majority of the pH levels.
right.
thank you.
Right.
As long as you're not using Picar Ultra, that shit will
Yeah,
nuke it.
that's probably the only
Yeah,
one.
that's
probably the only one.
But,
Yeah.
but that one's got some cleaning ability though.
That one is the best.
Only if
product
you can
to
get it
use.
to foam, though.
It foams. It foams
Yeah.
real good.
It foams. Yeah, I used it last week,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's foam for me too. So
Hmm. Yeah.
and my TDS
bet.
is shit over here.
We need Franco to test it. He's
I'm
got I'm
lucky.
over there.
I'm lucky my TDS
was
is-
on strike.
yeah, I'm lucky. My TDS is a 70, I think. So I'm pretty lucky.
Oh,
that's
Get the hell out of here with that
Oh,
shit.
You're
TDI, I know.
700. You're
This
700.
guy's DI
short
tank
of
lasts
mine.
5 years. That's crazy.
I've had it 2 years and I haven't changed it. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it's
70.
running pretty good. I'm pretty lucky. So
I thought mine was not that bad. I think my TDS is like 180. So it's not bad.
That's not bad.
But
no, not bad at
it's
all.
not bad, but it's not like in the 5s or 6. I can't complain.
Yeah.
Five
Mine
or
usually
six. I
runs
wish I
around
was 5 or 6.
200 or so.
I remember I was
Gee.
complaining about my TDS being 500, and then Frank was like,
That's
that's the best
rookie
water
numbers.
yeah.
That's
I'm like,
cute.
yeah,
Y'all
okay.
cute with y'all little soft water over there. I make Kool-Aid with
If
the chocolate
Franco's-
over here. I'm dead.
Look
If
at
Franco's
this.
TDS was a batting average, he'd be Hall of Fame.
Chelsea's is 53.
53.
That's
Wow,
pretty good.
that's nice.
Yeah,
He's measured his online and on a video, and his was like 35.
Oh wow.
I'm with
You
Corey.
guys
We're
got
in
some
the
good
150s
water,
over
dude.
here.
I'd be
That's
drinking
nice.
out of the tap.
That's great.
I would brush my teeth with that one.
So what the hell does
Man,
he
I gotta
need to
use
be
bottled
doing all
water.
that mad scientist regenerating the resin crap if he has 35 TDS?
Yeah, you wouldn't
Just
you wouldn't
content.
need a DI tank if you're running 35.
But
here
yet
comes me.
he is the king of spotless, like different options.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
going
it's
going
30.
back to the just real quick on the impact foam. Did any of y'all watch Serrano's? He had a couple of videos where he was testing out the
Pre-washes.
impact foam. Yeah, and he wasn't impressed none the least with the foam cannon.
He wasn't impressed
But-
with any of them that he's used.
No. Well, the impact foam he put in a foam cannon, sprayed on the car, and he was like, "Meh, this really ain't shit." And then he put it in his
IK.
sprayers, the IK offshoot.
Yeah, or
No,
his
no,
Sprayers Plus.
He doesn't
Yeah.
like IK. He uses.
Yeah,
some
no,
other brand.
it was something
Yeah.
else.
The Sprayers Plus is the name of that
Yeah.
brand. So yeah, he
Yeah,
put
this
that
guy.
in.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh, you
Yeah,
got
that
one?
thing.
Look at you.
Damn, you got
it's
everything.
yours. You sent it to me.
Yeah.
Frank,
No,
Frank
but
was
he's
like,
got
that,
the 2
that
gallon
looks
version.
just like mine.
Who wants the other one? I got 2 for like sale, and I was just like, no.
And
They're
I
all right,
think
but
I think that's
But
happened to a
anyways,
few people. Go ahead,
he-
Franco.
yeah. So he put it in the 2 gallon foamer, and he just like put. Oh, he had to put 4 or 5 ounces in the 2 gallon load, and had a true dilution that wasn't further
Yeah.
diluted by the foam cannon. And yeah, he said that stuff rocked pretty good. So yeah,
And that's the
it's
biggest
the way
thing,
we
right?
use our chemicals. Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting it in there, and it's an actual dilution of 1 to 10, 1 to 15, 1 to 20. When you
Yeah.
put it in a foam cannon, the
Yeah,
foam cannon,
multiply
my
it
foam,
times 10.
yeah, my foam cannon dilutes it 20 to 1. So 1 to 10 isn't 1 to 10 anymore. So
But I go back to the marketing.
That's
when
when you
is
put
he
it straight in the cannon, right?
Yeah. I mean, but I go
Now,
back
see-
to the marketing. When is he demonstrated it in anything other than a foam cannon?
Can y'all see that?
Yep.
Hey, got my decals in.
damn,
Decals. The decals.
The decals. Yes,
it's a
I'm sorry.
decal.
As the Canadians say.
It's a decal. You have to say that and pronunciate it right. Decal.
That's what it's all about. So Seema, what have y'all heard? I could care less. You got the wrong guy as far as like me sitting here from talking about SEMA. I could care less about SEMA.
Dude, you don't even have Facebook
What-
for Christ's sakes.
His mom doesn't.
We
let
gotta
him-
use like smoke signals to get in touch with you.
My mom said no, guys. Try to keep me pure.
No, I would
but-
say
but-
for SEMA, to be honest with you, I think everyone right now is competing for ceramic coatings, right? To get those biggest, like, what's the hydrophobics, what's the beating number, like what's the degrees we could get to. I'm intrigued to see what's going to come out in SEMA for coating, just for the fact that I think we have like, kind of brands like Katava, Luminous, right? They're pushing it with those degrees. So I'm intrigued to see what's going to come out during that time, because I'm almost positive people are working on like V2s and stuff of that nature. They're like, oh, we need to do better. That's
Everybody
what I'm
needs to
excited
step it
see
up.
is what's going to come out from a ceramic coating, or are we going to push it to something entirely different, right? Like, are we pushing the needle?
So who
Yeah,
is
Young
Ivan
came
gonna
out.
piss off this year? Last year it was Adamo. So what V3 or V4 is he gonna come out this year that's gonna piss off somebody?
Yeah, Young came
Yeah.
out right before SEMA last year. Like,
Yeah.
I think a week before, and
Yeah.
and we've all seen that. That's it's been a big
Ah.
hit.
Does
There you
anyone
go.
feel like they're not getting enough love except for within the community? Like Yum, I don't feel like their coatings are being pushed at all. Like, obviously we all like know them, love them, and all.
That
use
shit's
them.
sold
Obviously,
out.
Yeah, no,
That
that
shit's
thing's
been
been
sold out.
It's just
it's been sold out, but no one's talking about it. Like everyone's still pushing other brand of like
The Yum
Coatings
coatings
or
are
whatever.
so good. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is a more premium coating.
Yeah.
The Yum
Yeah.
6 is like $200+.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
a hard pill to swallow for people just getting into it.
That's for the poors to worry about.
Yeah, the
But he said the peasants. Did you just say peasants on this damn show?
No, I said the
200 bucks for a
pores.
coating is a lot. That's a lot.
I think though,
I mean,
what I've
I
seen,
haven't
in my
heard
experience with
rumors.
Yum has been once it's put onto a car, I haven't seen anything that looks as good as it does once it's on a vehicle. Again, that's my personal opinion. I mean, it makes them look, they look right.
Real nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah, it definitely has a mirror-like finish. At least for everything I have seen, I have not kind of used it at all, any of the Yum coatings, but I do agree with that. I think every video I see or every picture I see is very, very crisp. It looks very beautiful from a gloss perspective. So I definitely think, and I do agree, I don't think it is pushed out as much as it is, but I also think it's because
It's never
to be
available.
honest, I'm really not too sure because I feel like a lot of people.
Yeah,
but
you've
I
been
think
trying to get your
sometimes
hands on it
once
for a
it's in
while.
There is just maybe it's because it's just once it's in stock, everything like Yum touches, right? Once it's in stock, it's sold out. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Mhm.
like once it's in stock, it's sold out. You buy right then and there. That's one of those products you definitely just hit
So-
by.
Yeah,
I
like
haven't
me.
heard go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Rico.
No, I was just saying I haven't heard any rumors or anything, but I'm curious and I kind of question to the panel. I mean, outside of what we're talking about, because I mean, Yum's come out. Somebody mentioned Josh V's coating, and what we saw of that was crazy as far as hydrophobics and gloss and stuff like that. I mean, in my opinion, we're getting close to that. Where are we going to go from here, right? With hydrophobics, with gloss, whatever. What other metric can we start measuring coatings with? I mean, there's durability, but I mean, that's so subjective. But is somebody going to come out with another metric or something to add to their coating that's outside of the metrics or how we look at coatings right now? That'd be
Salt
something.
resistance.
The metrics don't change. I mean, the metrics are always going to be the same: chemical resistance, durability, and the hydrophobics. Now, everyone's going to play with those. What they're going to sacrifice for the other. You can have more chemical resistance and less hydrophobics, or you can have more durability and less chemical resistance, whatever the case may be. But usually, there's a compromise between the three, and you just got to see which ones work together. And then, there's like, for example, I'm one of those guys. I don't like these hybrid coatings where you get bead or sheeters, whatever. I like to see the beads personally.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure a lot of people are finding it out the hard way. Like me and Chingy had just put on Yum 6, and then we met up with Eddie over at Josh's event, and we ripped off his ZR53 off his Traverse, and we were trying to be nice and everything like that, but both me and Chingy kind of talked over afterwards and be like, yeah, it's nice, but it's no Yum. You could definitely see the difference. I'm sure Odin too has kind of suffered from that because I'm sure it didn't sell as good as like some of the other coatings have.
Well, I don't know if there was a real big launch for Odin 2.
No, it was. He took the pictures. The original pictures were at the event of Josh V's event. He was just like, "Oh shit, we need pictures," and he just takes a picture while we're there. So,
I need a winter coating. I need something to last me through the winter.
That is something that's
I'm gonna put. I think it's gonna be Yum. I'm gonna put it on mine. I might do half Yum and half Diamond, maybe.
maybe Chemex can come out with a coating for you because he's
you
all
gotta
about the
you gotta
winter
try
coatings.
the Drive industrial one. You need some industrial shit.
Oh yeah, the Fine Lab
Yeah.
Industrial. That shit will like put up with anything.
good
But
stuff.
it's not. You're not gonna be wowed by the looks or by any means. But that thing can hold up to almost
stay.
anything.
Yeah, they
I
put it
just,
on.
I just need it to
tractors.
last the winter.
It's a little unfair of you, Adamo, to ask a coating to last through a 10.5-month winter, though.
A 13-month winter.
Well, come on. Just one winter. One winter would be great. Just one. I'll put it on. I'll put it on in September, just before it snows, and it only has to last like 6-7 months, 8 months, 10 months at the most. That's it.
Now,
No.
Adamo, do you think that it's the the chemicals from like what they put on the roads and stuff from the winter? Is it the abrasion from like all this crap that gets knocked up on it, or is it from you having to constantly wash all that shit off every time something gets on there?
It might be a combination of it all because we use mag chloride. We use they use sand. They use regular salt. They also use chips.
Yeah, that's bad.
Because
Lay's
because it
or kettle
what's that?
chips? What kind of chips? Like
Raw
Lay's,
chip.
kettle?
No, raw chips.
Oh.
Ketchup in Canada only.
Get that crap out of that stuff's disgusting.
So yeah, I mean they use it all, and the biggest thing is it's the freeze thaw. Like we could go through some months where it goes to, and this is in Celsius, so +5, so 5 degrees over freezing, but then it could go to 40 degrees under freezing, like in a span of 24 to 48 hours. It's just the constant freeze and thaw.
You gotta move.
Have you reached
Tell me
out
about
to
it.
other detailers in your area to see like what their experiences have been?
Yep. Same thing.
What is that like? Really?
Yeah, same thing. Like when I do a coating in here, it comes in for maintenance, once a month, even in the winter. And I got to make sure that, I'm topping and make sure it's doing well. So, but I mean,
So
I
how
haven't
do you
tried.
combat that with your business? How do you sell
have-
a coating when they don't work in your area?
Maintenance
Mhm.
plans.
Good call.
Maintenance.
You
It's
know, I
on
would-
me. It's my responsibility to make sure that coating lasts for what the customer buys it for, right? So I'm the warranty. I'm the maintenance.
Adama, what's the for your type of weather that you are in, right? Because I know like Canada, you're in Canada, correct me if I'm wrong, right?
You betcha.
Yeah, so it's crazy there. What ceramic coating have you seen that has lasted the longest based on ones you have applied?
Nothing's lasted a year yet. I have not tried. I have not tried Yum yet through a winter. I have not tried any of the Luminous through the winter yet. So though I'm hoping for some, I'm praying that maybe one of those two makes it through a winter. I have high hopes, especially for Yum because it was tested for so long. And anything that's comes out of Korea right now seems like it's pretty stout. So
I used LM Graphene Pro just a couple of days ago and never again. I like the fact that it's a 50 ml bottle, but getting the panels to blend in, if you're doing 2x2 or 3x3 spots, right where you go to overlap, there's a noticeable jet either or.
Jetting
And
effect, yeah.
Oh my God, blending that coating was a pain
Really?
in the ass. Oh my God. But it was doable. It just took way more work than I would have had with either Pan's 3-year or the Yum coating. Yeah, it was just very nice coating, but ugh, what a pain. Ugh. So that's what I would like to see. I would like to see coatings come out with all the stoutness, all the gloss and all the hydrophobics and just ease of use. Mostly just ease of use. Yeah.
That's where I was gonna think the market might go towards in this next generation, right? We got the hydrophobics doing pretty good, but now it's the user experience and ease of use to be able to apply it quickly and maybe less prep work. There's some innovation that can be had there that could lead to something very different, right? I think that's a very interesting market that they could explore with just easier applications, because there are some stuff that is just not fun.
Well, I mean, if we're looking at trends, last year it was like a race to see who's going to have like the best 1-year coating or spray on coating.
Coatings.
This year, my prediction is it's the spray on rinse or foam on coatings, like that we've been seeing, like everyone and their mother coming out with lately.
Maybe
that's another
but
one I haven't tried.
I don't know about that one.
Well, I mean,
think
last
it's
year
still going to be 1 year. I think they're going to do 1 year again, just because, right? I think the ease of use of it is untopped, right? So I think what they're going to do is try to perfect it to be a little bit more durable than 1 year. I think it's still gonna. I think they're still gonna come out with 1-year coatings, and then my personal. I think rinseless wash is gonna be the like. I think that people are
Coming
gonna compete
back.
for some rinseless washes in SEMA. I really think so. But I do agree with you, foam coating, because everyone keeps on coming out with those spray-ons, right? I think what was it? Was it Coach Kemi? They came out with theirs in last SEMA, right? Josh
Right.
just came out with his. I do agree that they are going to do, or maybe like a rinseless type version of a spray-on type coating. That'd be pretty cool within there if they do something like that. But no.
What do you mean by like rinseless
Hydrosave.
coating?
Like a
Hydrosave.
foaming
Well, no,
spray?
Well, yeah,
I
Hydrosave already
yes,
exists.
yeah, with the polymers within there is like two. Yes, that is true, but I would be intrigued where it's like you can use it with rinseless wash. I think it's like one of
gotcha.
those foam on, and then you can use with rinseless wash or something of that nature.
Ah.
I
But
tried the new Chemex snake oil.
Yeah, no,
And
I wasn't impressed.
That next to Yum Foam Plus, it's not even close. Yum Foam
Yeah.
Plus was
Foam
miles
Plus
better
is
than
very.
that.
Yeah.
Foam Plus is
And-
good.
You
But I
liked
think that's
Foam Plus better?
Yeah.
Oh my
Sorry.
god, Foam Plus is really, really nice to use.
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. But I mean, I think that's by design. I think Bob did it the way he wants it for
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he
wanted
wanted
a
it to look
sheeter.
like snakes.
He wanted a sheeter.
Yeah.
More of a sheeter, yeah. But
And that's where I
still,
think
it
Josh
didn't
is.
really like. It's not that nice, in my opinion. I mean, the Foam Plus, the beads look like a ceramic coating. You know, it was really easy to put on. I put it on in the sun. I did snake oil in the sun, and I feel like snake oil didn't do as well. There was some
Mhm.
spotting.
Mhm.
But I haven't tried Josh's. I'm curious to see if his competes with Yum Foam Plus.
So it's like
yeah.
I describe it as a baby because I feel like it's like it has some of the because I just made a video on it. So it has some beading to it, but it definitely is a sheeter as well. So it kind of is very comparable to snake oil, but you could also see the beads in there. So it's if you're gonna try to compare it to Yum Foam Plus, don't, because it's just entirely different. But I did it on an uncoated car. So my
Yeah.
next video that I am doing is comparing it's comparing whitewater again, but to seal. And I'm gonna put it on the paint and see what that like the hydrophobics of both of those show from that perspective.
I
So,
think really and truly that's where those things, those spray-ons really sing as a coating topper. It's just gonna boost the
mhm.
the coatings hydrophobics and just give it a little sacrificial layer as much as a spray-on
Then-
rinse off can. But on naked cars, I
And
don't think
no
I'd go.
Foam Plus on I tested Foam Plus on an uncoated car. It looked like I put a ceramic coating on that.
Yeah, yeah. So
it
did
was
I.
good.
Okay. I'll take that
With-
back because BD Beads auto drive,
Yeah.
drive
Yeah,
auto.
they have their,
rinse.
they have
Yeah.
their version.
They've had that for a long time.
There's
That
3
shit
that
is
I've seen
ridiculous.
actually take an uncoated car and you can actually feel the paint being silkier, and that's the Yum, Beauty Beads, and Touch On from Beltamber.
I was gonna
What
say
about
touch
Touch
on
On?
was
Oh, I haven't tried that one.
Oh, it's
touch on was really
amazing.
nice.
Okay.
But then
You
you kind
can-
of run into the issue that kind of Jason had when he, with detailer and stuff like that, where what are you putting on the coating and is it going to perform worse than your actual coating?
That's why I don't believe in topping your coatings.
Mhm.
I believe no, dude. You put that.
You
shit
gotta
on and
top
you
it.
layer it on.
In the winter, you got to top that.
What's
at
up,
least up here.
Leppy? I see Leppy
What's up,
popped
Frankie?
in.
What's up, guys? Can
What's
you
up,
hear me?
Frankie?
We just
What's up, Frankie?
shooting
So-
the caca.
Yeah, I'm driving home from a detail right now, and I just wanted to come on to tell you guys. I use the whitewater, Josh's whitewater.
Yeah.
And I agree with Jen. It's very comparable to the snake oil, like the water behavior kind of is almost kind of the same, in my opinion.
Yeah, I see it.
And then also the Yum Foam Plus and the Mile Deep Foam Shield.
Shield.
Those,
yeah,
those
yeah.
two are really good.
I heard
Yeah,
you like
no,
the
it's a
shield
good
a
one,
lot.
too.
Shield stained my car so bad I had to rewash it. Oh my god! But that was user error. But
Yeah, that stuff you gotta
ugh.
wash that off right
Yeah, you
away.
gotta be careful.
You
Yo,
do
Frankie,
have a car and rinse it off.
have you gotten a cease and desist for these beautiful stickers you got?
You know what? I might have gotten something in the mail today. I think. I don't know. We'll see.
You probably got an order from.
I was
from
going to say
Eddie.
you got an order for them instead of a cease and desist.
We got all
Yeah.
kinds of stickers.
I made some Detail Co. Carbon fiber press-on labels. That
What?
Oh, those look sick, Frankie. I saw
they
that.
did look. They looked really nice.
Yeah,
That's the only one that matters right there.
yeah,
That one. I know you're driving, but it's the Stay Wet car
yeah.
This one's my favorite.
and that one right there.
That's the OG. That's
The OG version.
That's the V1. The OG.
For Dawn as well.
Yeah. I got Don's. I need Franco's. Who else do I need?
Yeah, I need Franco's.
Ricardo's.
I got Ricardo's.
No, I got
put
Ricardo's.
his up.
Yeah.
Yeah, put his up. I need some more.
I take
I need a
Ricardo's
logo.
to like the store and I get discounts because it's very AARP-ish.
You know what? I mean, just to kind of give a background, that was part of the reason I named the LLC that. You know, it's AAR and then EP for El Paso, so it was kind of a play on retirement. AAR EP.
It's like those scams. He's just hoping he'll get the wrong, like the old people will call him accidentally and be like, "Well, hey, do you need me to detail your car while I got you on the phone?"
Gotta drum up business somehow.
Hey, Frankie, there's a question in the chat. Can you make magnets?
I mean, I can make them. It's just they'd be a lot more expensive. And I honestly, I'm not trying to make money off the stickers, guys. You already know. I'll send them to you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, and
and
I think that's what makes it legal because you're not making these to if
Yeah, you're not profiting.
anybody really wanted to file a suit, they could because if you're making money off their logo,
Yeah.
but yeah, you're just charging shipping and it's great. Yeah, so
No one's gonna file a suit though from Thor. I mean, they were impressed more than we were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they wanted to do
Exactly.
business with you,
They
man.
definitely.
They were nice.
Oh, man.
So
Yeah,
Frankie,
but,
while we got you here, let me ask you a question. What are you looking
Uh-oh.
forward to SEMA the most this year?
I'm leaving. Screw this.
Let's see. I'm really interested in to see if anybody's going to come out with something like industry changing. You know what I mean? Like I felt like this last year, everybody came out with something and it didn't even come. It still hasn't come out. Let's just say some of the things they said they're going to come out with hasn't even come out yet. You know, I
Pressure
don't want
washer?
to mention any names. Yeah, pressure washer guns. You know, I don't. And that's just not just from Thor; it's from other companies as well. But you know, there's a lot of things that I'm really excited about this whole foam on rinse off sealants. Like, I really like that because it's a lot easier for me because I'm strictly mobile. Or I don't have a shop, so everything is out in the elements.
Curious.
I really gotta look into something that's like a really good anti-static spray. Because I'm having
For
issues
interior
right
or
now with
exterior?
exterior. I'm washing the car, and as soon as I'm done, it seems like I'm getting specks of dust on the car, like right away.
That could be a
Mhm.
lot to
It's
do
just so
with how
annoying.
you're washing it too. Are you using rinseless? Are you using any detail
So
sprays or anything?
I'm strictly using foam. I really stick to Rogue soap.
It's so
And
good.
then I'll finish it off with either a foam plus or some kind of foam sealant. And then when I'm drying, I'll use like a quick detailer, mostly using Yum detailer or Grayscale detailer. But either of those two, I feel like maybe it's just the area I'm in. I feel like I'm attracting a lot of
It's
B.
also
Riley
the
said
season
you
for it.
gotta use a vacuum aid on the exterior.
Yeah.
Is that
Anti-static.
the P and S?
Release. There you go.
There you go. Release is the best.
Put a
Penis
little
release.
bit of Downy in the wash bucket.
So
Okay,
going
I
back
always
to the SEMA
have
thing.
a penis release nearby at all times.
Okay. So what are you? Let's start with Leppy because you might skip out. You're on the road, but are you looking for everybody here? Are you looking forward to chemicals from SEMA, or are you looking forward
Hardware.
to tools and towels? Yeah. What's your bag this year?
You know what? I think the towel game is kind of locked in already. I don't think there's anything that can come out now that's gonna be like, I need that towel. Unless Thor comes out with a mini
8x8. So
yes, a mini towel that's not as very stiff as the WMD, or I feel like that one's too stiff.
Jen
The
got some
large ones
inside info
on-
on a mini towel. Jen got some inside info on a mini towel.
Because
I like the mini
really-
WMDs.
Oh,
Yeah,
For
I like
wheels,
it too.
man, I like
for the wheels.
Mostly
For the wheels,
I
exactly.
don't. So I've been really liking the auto fiber minis. Those
Yep.
are I love them. The mini
Yeah.
dreadlocks or whatever. I love those
Dreadlocks.
Dreadlocks.
Dreadnoughts. You meant the dreadnoughts.
The Juggernaut, or I think it's Juggernaut. Yeah.
Dreadlock. Okay.
I use I use the
That's
mini
Chris
gauntlet.
uses the dreadlocks.
Good vibes, man.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
I'm with
The-
I'm
it
with
says
Chingy.
mini gun.
yeah. The mini gauntlets.
What about
are
mini-
Those of us that are
Mini gauntlets are
publicly
pretty fun.
challenged or take offense to that statement there, Frankie. The dreadlocks.
dreadlocks. Yeah.
So Ricardo, since I heard your voice, what are you looking for? Chemicals or tools?
I like tools, man. I'd like to see something. I mean, I don't know. Again, haven't heard any rumors, but I'm always looking to improve the setup. I mean, for me, I just kind of redid the garage and I did the old school way with, I put up 3/4 inch plywood and net, secured it to the studs, and that way I can mount everything because I was too cheap to go with the slat walls. But I'd like to see, a more inexpensive kind of solution to mounting, equipment and bottle holders and stuff like that. I mean, I haven't seen anybody come out with something that is really cost effective, that it kind of works across the board for everybody. I'd like to see something like that.
What kind of
Have
operation
you-
you got
can I-
over there? You're working with studs and slats and sluts, and what's going on over there?
What's going on?
We are near the border, man. It's it's a hop, skip, and a jump away from Mexico.
You're gonna have some
did you
Swiss
check out-
tracks wainscoting on there.
So
I was gonna say-
I like to add something. I would like to see a air compressor that can handle a Tornador for a mobile setup. Like something compact. Something compact.
Yeah.
Something compact. Okay.
More compact than the rigid double hot dog there.
That one's really loud though.
Yeah.
It is
I
I
don't
don't
loud.
know.
sell it anymore.
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
I feel like it's still too big.
All right, so you
Oh,
want
you want
like
something
something
tinier than that.
What's a pancake?
Mm.
the
Pancakes still don't have the capacity, right?
yeah, they don't have the capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need something with a huge motor so it can keep up, but
The best thing
Man.
out there is the Husky and the Fortress, like quiet. Like they have they're like one single hot dog, but they got good motors on them, and they can keep up, but they're constantly running if you're using a Tornador.
yeah.
Because I think
Alright.
there's plenty that
Download.
have the CFMs. It's just the capacity to keep it running is where they fall short.
Oh no! I heard Alvin's voice. Let's Alvin, what are you looking for? Tools? You looking for chems?
For
Rinseless.
me, most
Rinses.
aside from the rinseless, I know you mentioned some kind of hanging stuff for like the chemicals in the bottle holders. I know Autofiber, he's been 3D printing those, so those look pretty good for like the slat walls. And then, aside from the rinseless, I don't think there's too much you can do unless it's really different. Nowadays to stand out. But
Yeah.
You know, if it's just new colorways for towels, really it's just more of a refinement. I think.
Yeah.
You guys talk, yeah. Quantum still never came out with the rinseless they announced last year, so waiting for that one. And I think G Technic has a rinseless coming out.
They do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people got it in
still
their
waiting
hands
for those.
already. Someone has it in their hands locally. I gotta try to see if I can shake them down for some samples.
You gotta hit them up.
Yeah. What's called I was gonna say for this SEMA, I'm expecting to see some more hardware than chemicals, but if we do see more chemicals, I'm expecting to see just V3s and V4, like more versions with some minimal refinements. But I think hardware is going to be like the big thing this year.
I think it's
I
gonna
feel
a lot
it's-
of it is gonna be battery related, cordless, right?
Actually,
I think that's where that's where it's gonna.
Wow, you
and-
just
and-
sparked a light bulb in my head. I know exactly what I need.
And what I was thinking was ShineMate has to come out with a 5-inch or 6-inch version
Yes.
of their 212.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because
Either the
I-
ShineMate or a Merca 5-inch. I need a smooth polisher. I'm tired.
well, I already know what
of
Merca's.
all this
I already know
vibration
Merca's gonna.
shit.
Merca's gonna come out with the cordless Polaris thing.
Yeah, when?
I know they're coming out with that one.
And that's a
I heard that 2 years ago.
No, but this year or past year they came out with the corded, and they had the cordless ready to go, but they were still in testing. So this year is going to be when they're going to release it.
That's
I'll
the
tell
one
you
with
what,
Obsessed Garage.
Well,
I've been
Obsessed Garage
using
gets
the-
it 2 years later.
But I
I've been using
thought he
that
was in
Polaris.
direct development with them.
He says that about everything that he like. Oh, I discovered this. It's like, dude, you looked at a catalog. Relax.
Well, if they can make it cordless, I've been using that Polaris the last couple of days in a paint correction class. I mean, going all the way from
Amazing,
600
wasn't it?
grit, dude, light, quiet, smooth as hell. You put on that twisted wool pad and just go to town. It's amazing.
If I did more paint corrections, I would buy that in a heartbeat. But I can't make the investment in something that I'm not gonna reap the benefits of. Like all my polishers are more than sufficient. That's the only problem. So I'm gonna wait for the
I just wanna
knockoff, and then I'll buy it.
I just want to understand why the 6-inch Polaris rotary is like $500 cheaper than their 3-inch DA. I just want to know.
I'm sure it has to do with the tech that's inside it. Like the parts are probably cheaper than like miniaturized is more expensive, believe it
Right.
or not. So
Well, but the damn 3-inch doesn't even have a trigger lock. At least the Polaris has a trigger lock.
yeah. Well, ShineMate took care of that. So, anyways,
When we went to Jeff and I visited the Merca booth last year, I said to them straight out, the only reason I would ever think about getting rid of my Merca is because it doesn't have a trigger lock on it. And they said, you know what? Be patient. And I'm like, can't you just put not a hardware, an update, a software update for it, like double click and it's a trigger lock? Because I've done what was it, a Volkswagen Beetle with my 3-inch because there's no flat panels on it, and at the end of it, I couldn't hold my hand open anymore using the Merca. But I've done it again with the ShineMate, and
Night and
hands
day.
down.
I love my
Night and
shiny.
day. Oh yeah, love the ShineMate.
Do you
I love
think
my
the
ShineMate.
ShineMate and the Merca are pretty comparable?
Yes, I think
I
they
would
are.
say so.
Oh,
The Merca is
I-
better. The Merca
Merca's
is
yeah, I
better,
was gonna say
It
Merca's
is better.
better for sure,
but it's not
But it's
enough.
way
it
more
does the
expensive.
job.
Yes,
Exactly.
It does the job.
3 times the price, but not 3 times better.
exactly, exactly.
1000%. And that
Hey.
trigger lock was a game changer for me.
Yeah,
And
and that's the
Damo
thing is, by the time Merca comes out with that trigger lock, there's ShineMate's gonna have something better, or another company's gonna have something better that's gonna
They're
make
gonna have the
that look like
5-inch ready.
trash.
Actually,
dude, you talking
there
to
is
the
a
Mexican MacGyver right now, dude. Give me a chewing gum wrapper, a rubber band, and a paper clip. I'll get your trigger lock ready.
I'm
for
surprised
you.
somebody hasn't hacked it.
I believe that,
Merca
Frank.
trigger lock.
I'll get you set up real quick.
to be honest, I've put a Velcro strap over the yeah, there you go. I put a Velcro strap over the trigger, and
I
that
heard-
worked. But
I heard they were going to call it the Squirka. In honor of-
Squirka.
a squirrelka.
Sounds like a night in Mexico.
For me, like, man, I would like to see, not that I'm looking to get rid of it, but I did not buy a Sunjo sprayer, the one that I did a video on today, the one that Ricardo gave me. I never bought one because I didn't think I was going to use it. I've got kegs and I've got these sprayers, I've got those sprayers, but I really, really like that thing. So it'd be kind of cool. Not that I'm looking to get rid of it anytime soon, but another version of that, like another, popular brand.
Maybe
that,
something with like universal batteries. You have to use a proprietary Sunjo.
Yeah.
So,
And
Well,
maybe
I'm
not
really
that
like-
big old-
They're
the
Makita
5-gallon
batteries.
lump. Yeah, maybe
Hey.
like something like a keg, something skinnier, more profile, and something cool like that. I would like to see some cool sprayers.
Hey, Franco,
Just
speaking
personally.
of Mexican MacGyver, you inspired me. So
Uh-oh,
this
what
is
you
that
got?
upgraded Sunjo gun. All I did was take the IK tip and put the 45. There you go, Dave. Exactly that.
Oh,
I did this 3 weeks ago.
Okay, well, you didn't tell nobody. You didn't tell nobody.
He's keeping it from us.
So it's
What'd
just
you
the
keeping it
IK.
from us for?
The tip off the IK. I put that Marilex
Mhm.
45-degree tip,
Yeah.
and it fits perfectly on there.
Nice.
Well, China sent me this one missing the metal thing, so I was like, oh well, they're letting me keep it, so I fucked around with it and I got that. So
Oh
that's
wow.
where that came from.
Oh wow. So you took the whole wand
Dave.
off. I didn't know that part comes off.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yo, that's neat. Okay, that's what's up.
yeah. Hey, Dave, you don't gotta lie to us like you lie to Amazon about it coming all dented and damaged so you can keep stuff. We get it. We get it.
Yeah, I got like 4 Sunjos
David's
behind
one
me
of
right
those
now.
ones-
so-
Right.
Dave is one of those ones that takes the diapers back to Walmart and says, these already have shit in them. Oh, you can
Hey, Adamo, I don't know if you started, but I know we're still talking about Chelsea Bailey had something that she was looking forward to about an interior self-healing protectant for the interior coating, and I thought that was a pretty what she was asking about, or what she was hoping to somebody would come
At
out with.
SEMA. Yeah, she
Yes.
was hoping for an interior self-healing.
Like
Problem
protectant
is,
for the
is
interior.
the interiors on
interior
most
self-heal?
cars. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm saying is most of the interiors on most cars, the hard plastics are going to scuff pretty badly where it's
Mhm.
beyond self-healing. And then the soft, like super luxurious ones are like almost like leather wrapped. So you can technically heal them, but it's going to be like dealing with leather. So there's only
Yeah.
so much you can do.
Where's
But,
Andreas?
I mean-
Different textures, right?
Where's Andreas?
Right.
Said that.
So since everybody, it seems like a lot of people here have a Sunjo. I just recently purchased one, so I'm
Congratulations.
Welcome to
Join
the
the
family.
crowd.
You just
Mazel
went to the
tov.
cult.
What what is in everybody's Sunjo right now?
Ooh,
Which
Nemesis.
brand
Nemesis.
Is in
Nemesis.
everybody's Sunjo?
Sunjo number 1 has DI water. Sunjo number 2 has Nemesis, and Sunjo,
Sunjo
number
number 3.
3 I think has nothing.
Budweiser.
Dave, how many you have?
Why do you have
He has
3?
4.
Why?
They screw up, bad sprayers. They let me keep them, so whatever. $60 got me a bunch.
When
So
something messes up, I'm calling Dave. I'm like, hey, listen, I need
Okay.
whatever you say to them for me to keep it. Let me keep it.
What is the exact verbiage you tell Amazon that they tell you not to send it back?
I act like the customers I deal with. I just be like, this goddamn thing doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's all broken. And he's like, sir, calm down. Just keep it. We're gonna send you a new one.
I don't know what's funnier, you making fun of the customers or admitting that you sold them a lemon.
I got Yum in one, and I got Nemesis in the other.
Okay.
Does
I got,
anybody keep DI in any of yours?
I just my
Oh,
first,
yeah, Dave
my first
said
Sunjo has
DI
DI.
one.
Yeah, David.
Yeah.
David did. And I've
Why?
got,
That's what I was
uh,
planning on using one for, just DI. But now I've been using the Fantech, and we're talking about other options. The Fantech, I love it. It's a USB-C charger, and it's an integrated battery, right? So
Mhm.
it will die eventually, and I don't know. I haven't looked into if you can replace a battery, but It does a really good job, and it has a nozzle, and it's a 2-gallon, so it's easy to move around instead of a 5-gallon.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
is.
smaller,
It's-
portable.
Yeah.
And I looked at the version that I have, and it's gone, but they have a new one. It was a little bit more expensive now. They're up.
It's a lot
When I was
more
looking-
expensive, I feel
Yeah,
like.
like double. I think it was
Yeah.
like 120 somewhere around there.
Save your money. Get one of these bad boys.
Oh,
Ryobi has
these
their
are so
version of
nice.
it. It's just as strong as the Fantic, if not stronger, and you get replaceable batteries whenever you want, and they're cheap.
If you're in the system.
And
I mean,
what do
Ryobi
you-
has it. Craftsman has one. They all have one.
With your
Yeah.
infinite
Sunjo-
choices of rinseless, Alvin, what do you have in your Sunjo? Do you have a Sunjo?
Oh yeah, no, I have a Sunjo. I have hold
I'm
on.
surprised he doesn't have 4.
No, I don't have 4, but I was 1320 rinseless is what I was. trying
Ah,
out lately.
20.
Hmm?
What is
Yeah,
that?
1320 Street. God, I forgot his name. He just passed away.
Oh.
Oh.
No, no, I
Why you gotta bring
I
the
can't
show
remember his
down,
name.
Alvin?
no. He was he was really big on the street scene. I cannot remember his name for the life of me right now. I feel bad.
Yeah, it was about a
But,
month ago.
Yeah. But yeah, it's his brands Rinseless. So I was just giving it a try, and then the other one I had was Tech 210. Tech 210.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that stuff's good.
That's good,
It's
yeah.
really good rinseless. Yeah. Yep. Right there. And then somehow someone gave me a Fat Newt, but I haven't tried that yet.
Ooh.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah.
You know, I'm actually excited for, since we're on this topic of sprayers, to see what Carton comes out with, whether it be sprayer related
yeah.
or battery related, because they've got the polisher they still got to come out with. They have, I don't know if it was like a blow tool or some like a kind of something else that I saw that
Yeah.
Pam was screwing around with.
I think they
Yeah.
might expand the line.
Yeah.
Chingy, don't tease me like that, Chingy.
We had Ulysses in here and we never acknowledged him. He took off. Aw. Ulysses.
Ulysses, come back. I was gonna say hi.
Where did Ulysses go? There he is.
His name Kyle Loftus.
Yeah,
Ulysses.
Kyle.
There he is. He's back.
Yeah, Kyle.
Ulysses.
Hey, I don't know what it was with the app, but it all sounded like you guys were trying to connect to 56K. All I heard was.
Just how we talk. That was Jen. She hasn't been here yet.
No, I checked. I
Find her
was
voice.
like, do I got it in the right language? What is this? Like,
It sounded like when you try to watch HBO in the 80s, late at night.
yeah, you were trying to watch them porn channels. That's why.
Skinamax.
No, why is that line through the middle of it?
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I mean, we're coming up onto hour 2, and I think this may be a good transition into. I mean, everybody's talking about the Sunjos and what's in them and rinseless and this and that. So, speaking of rinseless, is it 1 bucket or 2? Now, I know
3.
Jen. I know, or 3. I know Jen was there at the warehouse, and there was a lot of discussion about it. So, is it 1 bucket or 2? It's been a little bit of a hot topic lately. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go
I'll
first.
go first. I'll go.
Go ahead, ladies
I
first.
believe in 1 bucket, but that's because I also believe in chemical rinse chemical, right? Like I think because I also spray on, then I'm rinsing off, and then I'm spraying on. I already got majority of that dirt off, and I'm 100% a 1 bucket, even in wintertime for sure. 1 bucket, because then I just do my tires at the end, so that I can just still use 1 bucket. If I'm gonna do my tires first, then yes, 2 buckets for sure. But I believe in 1 bucket. It's less for me to clean. I think the soap does enough. I've literally used rinseless wash, then polished, and I looked at the coating. I mean, I looked at the coating. I looked at the paint. No issues, no marring. So because of that, I feel good. So I'm 1 bucket all the way.
Now, Jen, are your cars that you're usually doing the 1 bucket thing on, are they usually pretty clean, just a little dusty, or are they like hammered?
No, they're hammered. Some of them are hammered. Yeah, I wish I could get pretty clean. They're pretty hammered. And if it's really bad, then I'm taking it to like the touchless and just to rinse it off within there because
Rinse
I
it
don't
off,
want to
yeah.
get all that water in my
A
garage.
tunnel wash?
Yeah. No, not a
laser
tunnel
wash,
wash.
a touchless.
Just a wash.
A wand
just a
wash.
Just a, just
A wand wash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not a
like-
tunnel.
She's
Point
doing
out.
like the
Absolutely not.
self-service. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to defend it to me. I got a pass, a monthly pass to those. So it's all good. I'll just give you a hard time.
And Ulysses cars have no clear coat left on them.
Hey, I don't keep
Jen
them
was
around
about
that
to
long.
get banned on her first show.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I'm with Brandon right there.
Ulysses, how many buckets you use?
Me one. Just because I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm lazy. I don't want to have to. I don't want to have to roll around with 2 buckets. Yeah, but I don't just raw dog it, right? I'll rinse it off first. I'll pre-soak it with rinseless or do a hybrid wash. I just don't go in, full steam ahead without preparing first.
You don't go in. I don't know if he's still in the chat. You don't go in like Diamond Dan, just straight on the paint, no pre
Sponge right onto the dry paint.
No, I don't do it like Dr. G, just raw dog it on the paint, bro.
Yeah.
So
So far,
me,
everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry,
go
you.
ahead.
So far in the
No, go ahead.
in the chat, it's 1 bucket so far. I haven't seen a 2 bucket anywhere. So
Oh
Yeah,
no,
I mean-
I'm letting y'all get all y'all shit out, and then I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna
I mean-
destroy all.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell you guys. So you guys are
Let me
always
tell you.
telling me I'm not a rinseless guy. You guys are always telling me trust the science, so and so, whatever. But you guys use 2 buckets? I guess you don't trust the science then.
It's not about
No,
the
we're saying
science, brother.
We're saying
Yes.
we use 1 bucket. We trust the science.
Oh,
No, it's not even that. We're
Franco-
talking about.
Franco
He's,
uses
he's
2?
looking at me and Franco. I used to.
But I'm not telling you to trust the science. The science don't make a shit. I'll not tell you why. Y'all ready for this? Yeah.
I'm
No,
ready.
I had to go.
Uh-oh.
Mm.
There we go.
He's coming. He's coming.
apple juice.
Mm.
That's Blanton's right there, baby. It's not about the grit. You can spray off all the grit you want, right? You use whatever pre-treat you have, reset this, citrus that. Okay, that's fine. All the grit's off, okay? Right? You all agree?
Mhm.
You,
Sorry,
a satisfactory amount of grit, has been pulled off that paint. What is left? What is left
Traffic
on there
film.
for you to wash up? There you go. What is traffic film? Let's go with Jen because she's the 1 bucket lover. What's traffic film made out of? What's all in that stuff?
Are we talking about Gus Works version of what's in it, or what really is in it?
I was waiting.
No,
Yeah,
no.
It's been a whole
But-
episode since you mentioned him.
Because according to him, it's just sugar, honey, and motor oil and
Everything nice.
antifreeze.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's like everything that comes off of our cars. You're talking about dead animal guts. You're talking about, bacteria, funk, oil, inorganic, organic stuff. I mean, all that stuff is comprised of that. All the road film is comprised of that stuff, right? So we've all seen the videos where, we do someone does a foam and then, look at all that grit, look at all that grime coming off, everything that's left. I'm going to wipe this sponge across the panel and I'm going to dip this 1 dunk and it's going to release. And look at all that stuff that was on that they showed you like this. Look at all this bullshit on this sponge. It came off. I'm going to 1 dunk it. All that stuff comes into the water. And all that stuff is not just grit. It's funk. It's road film funk. So now you've done the fender. You've done the door. You've done the rear door. Now you're to the quarter panel. All of that funk is in your wash bucket, your 1 bucket. And you're washing with dirty. It doesn't matter the science. It's the encapsulation isn't some magic force field that can't be broken. You're using dirty water to wash the rest of that car. So that stuff leaves a film. So it's encapsulated into the rinseless. Now it's onto your paint. You use it and then you dry it off. Now all that funk is in your towel, but it's all smeared all over your car. So why would you not take that 1 dunk and put it in a rinse bucket and let the majority of all that funk go into your rinse bucket? And when you get done, because David is a 2 bucket user, how do those buckets look like when you get done?
I have to use an APC sometimes to get the funk off
Yeah.
the side walls of the bucket.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's just why the 2 bucket method is better. I'm not saying that we're not talking about scratches. We're not talking about like, well, if you use 1 bucket, you're gonna scratch. No, fuck all that. The grit's off and you have a grit guard. So yeah, it's not about the grit. It's all about that stuff you're looking right past, all that bacteria, all that oil, all the antifreeze, all the brake
You
fluid,
say it,
everything.
Franco. You say it all the time. It's like washing yourself with dirty bath water.
Yeah. I mean, why would you take a shower and then just pump that through a system and rinse off with it? Like, ew,
All right. Hey,
nasty.
I got a curveball then. I got something for you then.
Hear me.
Let me
Come
explain. All right.
Explain
So
yourself.
you're saying with the second dunk and the rinse, right? So what's stopping it from releasing all the shit after you wipe the panel and just squeeze the sponge out?
So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. Are you asking how is it
Because
releasing out of the sponge?
because when you do it in the second rinse bucket, right?
Mhm.
You're squeezing the sponge, it's sucking up all that dirty water, and then you squeeze it out and you wring it out and it's releasing it back out, right? So what's the
Uh-huh.
difference between just releasing it right after you wipe the panel or dunking it in dirty water and then releasing it?
So if you want to trust the science, if we had a big enough bucket with enough solution and all that stuff like that, the science will work perfectly because
Yeah,
all the
but
funk
then you
would
get
go down the
into
bottom.
well, I need a 10 bucket wash system, right? I'm not like
Well, yeah,
and
technically, yeah, if you want to be super safe, yeah.
I'm not saying it to argue, right? I'm just like
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
devil's advocate.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
get
Right?
it.
no.
Like,
Yeah.
I still love
But
you, Ulysses. Don't worry.
if you take that
okay.
sponge and you put it in your rinse bucket and you squeeze it out several times and then you squeeze it dry and then you stick it in the
The clean
wash bucket,
solution.
release it, and it soaks up all that solution. Then you get it on the verge of dripping. You go wiping. At the end of the day, yes, you're right. There is cross contamination. That's we're not arguing that, but look at the difference of the buckets after you get done with the wash. And let's say you use RO water. You use RO or DI water in both buckets. When you get done, you're more likely to wash another car with that wash bucket than the 1 bucket with the rinse with all that funk in it. And you could
Right.
probably save it for the next, as opposed
But
to just a 1 bucket. It's
let's be
just a
real.
safer way.
Let's be real. Rinseless is cheap enough. You can make a new bucket.
Oh yeah. That's
You,
not the argument either. We're
I
not
know,
talking
I
about
know,
like,
I
oh,
know. I'm just
but
giving you a hard
but
time.
that's how clean that is using the double bucket method. And you're 100% right. A lot of people don't want to do it because it is a pain in the ass. If you don't have a dolly at all, you're going to move 2 buckets from one side, center it in. It's not that hard, but you're going to
It's
take
not
2 buckets
hard
and
at
move
all.
it to the other side. If you have a
It,
dolly system, if you have
Call Franco, get a stick shift.
yeah, right. If only I knew a guy that made a double stick shift or a double bucket stick shift.
He's
it's
just
easy
trying
for
to
me
make
to
us
So,
buy
say.
one.
I'm trying
so
to
that's
promote.
the basis of Franco's argument, trying to buy
I'm
people to
trying.
get 2 bucket
Yep.
dollies.
I'm trying to
Influencer.
promote. I'm trying to promote you, Franco. I'm trying to promote it.
But I
Yeah.
mean, if you want to talk about science, when there's 2 bucket method, right? It's
Mhm.
blatantly obvious. I just did it last night, and 1 bucket was freaking nasty, and the other one looked like I could drink it. It was like
Mhm.
perfectly clear. So the science is there. It definitely one is definitely way dirtier than the other. So it's not getting on at least a very minimal amount is getting on my car at this point.
Mhm.
So it's cleaner. Now, look, you want to use 1 bucket? God bless you, go for it. No one's stopping you from doing it. I
Yes.
like to make sure that I'm trying to clean my cars as best as possible, least amount of residue possible, especially after some
Mhm.
of the tests I've done with Fat Newt. It's all about, the least amount of crap left on there. And you have to use 2 towels, the squeegee towel and the dry towel, like Sock says, because that's
And
all you can not get
and
residue.
and I'll add to that too. Yeah, like if you want a 1 bucket, yeah, hey, you're not washing my car, so what the fuck do I care? But don't sit there and tell me if you just don't like the 2 bucket method. That's fine. Just say you don't like it, but don't tell me it's dead. Don't tell me it's stupid. Don't tell me it's pointless. Don't tell me it's
Oh no.
the dumbest shit ever. Like don't.
No.
And I'm not saying any of you here are saying that, but
Eddie Cologne.
y'all know that I'm right when I talk about all that road film. Like you're looking past the road film, looking at the grit, and you're worried about the grit. You're looking at the
It's
forest
like
and you're concentrating on a rock and there's all these trees. That's all that road film and you're worried about the goddamn rock. You're not
yeah,
looking at the forest.
So to me, like this is just like any other detailing method, right? Like everybody has their shit. Well, sorry, everybody has their stuff, right? Everybody has their techniques. They're not wrong. You could still wash the car and get the same results, right?
Oh yeah.
And this is where it chaps my ass when we get people, not you guys, right? But like you get people online that like, oh, if you don't do this, you don't know what the F you're talking about, or you're just stupid because you don't do it this way. It's like there's so
the
many
Jeff
ways
C's and the Joey Balinskis of the world.
it's bro, like, or not even like that, or like the no bucket method for rinseless that some people tried, and it's like, how are you gonna call something shit if you don't even do it the right way or the recommended way? You know what I mean?
And for Vice is the one true guy here that does the one bucket method correct, because correct me if I'm wrong, but you do the multiple mitts where you're not
Gary
dumping back. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I do the same thing, but I use 2 buckets still. But the second bucket's for me to dump my towels in.
That's because you're a gentleman and a scholar, Alvin. That's why.
Because
But
you're
that
very
is the only way.
demure. You're very
Dave only compliments those that agree.
I mean, I've never really liked the feeling of a sponge on a car anyways. So if I would do rinseless, I would probably use double flips.
I like double flips. Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, for me, mine's more personal for me. I mean, just like everybody else's is. I like to use a 2 bucket method, but the reason that I try to reason it in my head a little bit more is that I'm usually working on my cars, which are all Hondas, which have super soft paint. So I'm trying to keep, any scratches off of there. Not that it's, not that that's ever going to work with super soft paint, because I just want to try to minimize those if I can.
You look at it the wrong way as scratches.
Right.
And that's, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Right. Like,
I mean, go ahead, Ulysses.
No. I was just, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, like, the other thing you can do, Kingy's about to say, I use a sponge for the uppers and like the double flips for the lowers, so that way I can like make sure I'm getting the grime off, especially in the winter. And and like Chingy said, you can use multiple wash pads.
Yeah, I use 3 sponges and 2 wash pads.
If you use Preludio as a pre-spray, do you find that your bucket still ends up dirty like that?
Yes. Yeah, but that's just my dumb ass because I used water hoses. I'm not blasting all that. It does help break it down when I'm just using a water hose, but
it's not acceptable.
That's actually kind of different, because if I'm not foaming Preludio on, I'm not using a 2% PIR, which is the weakest shit ever. I'm putting it in my sprayer and putting it on at 6 PIR, so I can spray it on and let it dwell for about a minute, and I can water hose it off, and I get actually pretty good clean with it. Yeah, I'm not pressure washing. When you've got the panel, where my camera at? You're not that close where you're just you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying.
Or you can use your Sunjo and rinse it with your rinseless.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
I
but
use
the pressure washer helps with the removal of the funk. So I mean, if you're breaking out the pressure washer, yes, you can get away with 1 bucket, because yes, you've gotten rid of a great deal if you're doing like touchless or Primus or even Preludio. But the pressure washer is helping you get rid of a lot of crap that you wouldn't get away with.
It's really doing the heavy lifting. The pressure
washer.
Right.
So yes, you can get away with a 1 bucket at that point because you've broken out the pressure washer, which it's kind of defeating the whole purpose of rinse. I'm not saying that it's wrong, but I mean, we're talking about doing it strictly rinses, as if you had no pressure washer or no ability to use a pressure washer. You would be smarter to use 2 buckets than 1 in that situation.
See, and just like Ulysses says, he doesn't like using two buckets because he's lazy.
Yeah,
I don't do the multiple towel method because I'm lazy and I don't want to do extra laundry. So that's why I don't do the multiple towel method. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got their things, right? Like,
so I thought
10 to
about
1
this
is 10% PIR. Just FYI.
Okay, so I thought about this after we discussed this the other night and proposed it as a topic. and I'm gonna try to come in as Switzerland in a sense. So if we're talking the science and we're talking about rinseless and everything else. So the science says encapsulation, you can use one bucket, you know, and it's going to be safe, this, that, and the other. But you know, in that same breath or in that same sentence, when people talk about rinseless and the one bucket, they're also saying that method and that chemical is not designed for super dirty cars, right? So what if you kind of hybrid it, right? And now that's the answer for rinseless on a super dirty car. You use the 2-bucket method because now you're going to deal with a lot more. But if, again, like David mentioned earlier, you know, maybe dust, you're doing it once a week, twice a week, you know, if you're talking pan, and you know, you can get away with a 1-bucket. But then if rinseless is your preferred method and you're dealing with, you know, a lot of crap on the car, then suddenly, okay, let me incorporate the 2-bucket method because now I can still rinseless, but I'm being safer, you know, even with the level of dirt on the vehicle, because now I'm choosing to use the 2nd bucket.
So what you're saying is they're creating a problem. They're just not using it right.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, you know, people talk, right? I mean, how often have we heard that rinseless is not intended for a super dirty car?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Fat Newt says it can do both.
Oh. But yeah, that can all be taken care of, like you said, with the strong pre-treat of foam, and then you know, then there's the argument. It's so divisive. I don't know if it's divisive is the right word, but you got people coming out of the woodworks. Well, if I have to put a foam in the pre-treat, then why don't I just use shampoo? Well, then use shampoo. Shut up. Quit crying. Fuck on with that shit, you know?
No, for real though, for real, right?
You
Yes,
can't
I
make
was gonna say there's no right or
make
wrong
everybody
way.
happy.
Yeah, there's no right
Yeah.
or wrong way. I have like a super.
What is it? What's
complicated
the
winter
saying? Is it there's multiple ways to skin?
To skin a cat.
Yeah, multiple
Yeah,
ways to skin a
multiple
cat.
ways to skin a cat, right? So no matter what, right? As long as you get it done the proper way, you know.
As long as your
My
clients are
way.
happy with the results, it doesn't
There's some
matter.
guy on Facebook, I think the detailing enthusiasts group, that he posted a picture of his like brand spanking new Honda Odyssey, and he says he's only ever used Armor All to detail his car. And then one of the top comments was, it's a lot easier to maintain a car than it is to clean a dirty car. So it really just kind of depends on how you take care of your vehicle.
I guarantee
You
that
use
dude
Armor
with the
All.
yeah, I guarantee all his dashboards are all cracked.
It's probably
Yeah, I don't know if he used it for the interior, but
Is that
he used
Chingy's
it for the
burner
exterior.
It's Chingy's burner account because he likes Armor All, bro.
But it's true. You can use Armor All and have
Wait,
like
this stuff is
0
shiny.
scratches on
Oh,
your
you
car.
could use Dawn dish
Yeah.
soap and have a badass ride. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's. I mean,
Well, see, that's all we used to do. That's how I grew up watching the car. Was here's the dish
Yeah.
soap, go wash it.
And then dry it with some
think my-
diapers.
Yeah, you think my dad was worried about the 2-bucket method and a sponge over a chenille mid, or
Just
the
wash.
absorber.
Yeah, but the
absorber, when
technology
that thing
wasn't
came out,
there
it was like,
20 years ago, 30 years ago. It was
Oh, there's a
basically
California
Armor
Duster.
All and turtle wax. That's about it.
Hey, don't forget the chamois, man, to dry it off. Don't forget the
Oh,
chamois.
the leather chamois.
the real leather chamois.
Chamois and the
Oh, I
freaking
love those things.
California
Those suck so
dusters
bad.
and shit.
Bro, I remember the first time I saw the leather chamois. Like I was helping my buddy watch his cars, right?
Mhm.
And he's like, "Hey, we're gonna dry it with this," and he hands it to me, and I was like,
You gotta
It
wet
looks
it.
like a big chicharron. I was like, what the hell are we gonna do with this?
My detailers still use those damn leather chamois for like the squeegee off the cars and stuff, and then they go in with like the air blower afterwards.
It still works,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That makes
If
great
the
when it's not
car's
your
clean-
car.
If the car's clean, it still works, right? That's the argument, right?
You better hope it's clean.
Right? It's not, I mean,
One-
not safe,
Only-
but it's clean.
Only if they use the 2-bucket method.
Yep.
You might as well
But-
just dry it with some cardboard.
So Alvin, you're the rinseless god. Can you tell us about your process? How does it differ from ours?
I mean, like the most complicated one I have is in the winter, because obviously I don't have an insulated garage. So what I do is I use like the Paludio. Oh, actually, I use like a TFR first. Spray that on, or I can use Preludio Alkaline. Then I'll get like a foaming rinseless, like McKee's F914 or like ADG Fusion or Loki. After I let that dwell, then I'll foam that on, and then I can use the Sunjo with my regular rinseless to shoot that off. And then I can go in with like Preludio Acidic. That sounds super complicated, right? Because you're just adding extra steps, but at least I can get most of the dirt off, and then I can go in with my contact with the rinseless. But I mean,
Hey.
that's pretty much it. I mean, but again, still 2 buckets because there's always going to be that dirt crime that you, even though you let it pull off, it's still going to be on there. That's what I noticed the first time I used a rinseless is even when I use something like ONR or like a polymer rinseless, I'll always have like this road film on the bottom that even though I clean my car and it looks clean, if you look real close on the lowers, it's still has that film on it.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this with and with Alvin first and then anybody second, but have you ever done a 1 bucket method versus a 2? Because I have done this and I have noticed that when I use 2 buckets, whatever I'm using, like flavor of the month right now is a hot coat from Quiver, but if I use 2 buckets, I have way less streaks to no streaks as opposed to if I use 1 bucket. I'm more. Have y'all ever noticed something like that? Because my theory of the road film being in the bucket, you're washing with dirty rinse water. So has anybody ever noticed like 1 bucket versus 2 streaky versus non-streaky?
I don't know about streaky versus, I mean, yeah, smearing, streaking, stuff like that. Yes, because I mean, has anyone seen Supercharged Detailing, whatever, or Super
Supercharged
Llama? Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a great video today on Fat Newt, and he ran into the whole residue thing today. And he's correct on all rinselesses. There, even though you don't see it with most rinselesses, you're still leaving something behind. And when you get that smearing and that, kind of unmanageable, like it's not looking right, it's because that polymer or residues are actually still on the car and you need to buff it off with a drier towel. Because sometimes we go in there with a wet towel and we try to stretch it just a little bit too much. And we're not going that extra distance. So when we don't dry it off properly and then we go in with a detailer or a sealant, it's going to come out crappy.
Only time I've experienced something bad like that was streaking and stuff. And again, I've been a 1 bucket guy. I was telling Dave and Franco that I'm going to try the 2 bucket because I mean, what they're saying makes sense. For me, the only time I get streaking is if I screw up my dilutions and I throw too much rinseless in my bucket and I'm leaving way too much on the panels and then I'll have some problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other thing is how much rinseless are you putting in the bucket, right? How is it 4 gallons versus 2 gallons? Because now if you only use 2 gallons to start off with, then your concentration of dirt in there is higher, right? And if you go to 4 gallons, you already have that a little bit more diluted.
Half an ounce to a gallon. Doesn't matter,
Yeah.
So we need a
Are you using 4 gallons of in your bucket, or are you using just the 2 gallons in there?
I have 3 gallons in my buckets,
Yeah, I got
and
3.
because I'm doing 2 buckets.
Yeah, I was gonna say I use 4 gallons.
Yeah, so you're probably better off because, like Fernando said, it's not the dilution of the rinseless; it's the dilution of the road grime and the road film. It's
Versus
less.
your volume of water.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a
Right.
very scientific
See, but
observation.
Fernando, now you're capping on Franco because all he can afford is a 3.5 gallon chemical guy buckets, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what. Clown all you want, but that's the best product. That's the best product that chemicals guys make.
Is their bucket?
The buckets are the best.
Hell yeah. and going back real quick to the streaks, like the hot coat, I discovered this last summer, but streaks, if I'm using hot coat and it's just way too hot outside or too breezy, whatever the problem is, it's causing me streaks. I'm not using more hot coat to get those streaks off because hot coat is what's streaking. I have a 16-ounce bottle of Ozarka water is what I buy for the house. We always drink Ozarka bottled water, but I pour that into my spray bottle. And I use that as my detail
Pick up
spray.
a little bottle
And it sounds silly, but I just if I have a big streak on the door, like near the door handle to the bottom, I just hit it with water, wipe it off, and that'll take care. So that's a hot tip for any of you here, anybody watching. You've already got the hot coat protection on there on top of whatever coating you're using. Use water to get those streaks off, and it works like a charm. Yeah.
Corey, only Corey will know what's in here. This is what I use when I want to get streaks out.
What is that, Dave? Is that just water?
No, it's HydroSave.
Oh, it's
and the
HydroSave.
details. Yeah.
Quit shaking it. It's a volatile mixture right there.
Mix that what?
I shouldn't.
Mix
I
that-
shouldn't do that.
What's your dilution for HydroSave?
Well, it's surely not 1 to 10. Like who said that the other day? It was like 1 to 10. No, it's 1 to 50.
There you go.
1 to 10 is crazy.
1 to 10. That's a spray on
Yeah,
ceramic
break your
coating.
toe.
Isn't it?
Labo Cosmetica didn't even know they made the
was
first
Sock.
spray-on coating.
The
Sock
first
is what he said
dilutable
the other
spray-on
day.
coating.
1 to 10. That's the first ingredient of Kevlar. Dear God.
Right. That's their spray on 2-year coating.
Yeah,
Damo.
basically.
Yeah.
Adamo, do we have any questions? Anybody?
I do
We
see a
haven't-
couple questions in there.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
few.
there you go.
I
You
started
wanna
3 of
do
them.
some questions?
Yeah, there's 3. We can start off with those.
All right. David Boyce asks, any of the panelists familiar with addressing a vinyl dashboard with that has become become a sticky surface, problematic in a Toyota or Lexus? Well, like,
Ooh.
is that similar to? I'm wondering if he's meaning like kind of like how the Audis get when
Or the
these guys-
Corollas, the Toyotas
Yeah.
get like that too.
Yeah, exactly.
think so.
Exactly.
It's just
I
that
think-
degradation of the plastic and the vinyl. It's breaking down into the petroleum-based product that it is. That's
Right.
what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
She
you're gonna
gone.
have to.
Your
You're gonna have to get a velour dash mat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
for
start
real,
using
for real.
goddamn dude. I bought one of those. I always buy the WeatherTech laser cut for the sunshades. Nobody uses those things. I use mine religiously. Yeah,
Bro,
so-
I wish I could get one for my car.
Yeah, you can get one.
I know, I'm just being a cheap ass. I try to get them off. I try to get them off Amazon.
It's too lazy for $2.
saw that-
Too cheap to buy a sunshade.
He saw the WeatherTech price. He's like, let me see if Timu's got a version.
You gotta roll the foil and some tape.
Now you're
This is-
confusing me with time.
He's got
Come
Ty
on.
looking
I was
on,
gonna say,
on,
where's
on
Ty when you need him?
AliExpress.
Nah, but those dashboards, there's really nothing you can do. You can blow it with some air and then tell the customer you can't really clean it. It's
Yeah.
plastic is
Too
already
sticky.
degraded up to a point that you can't even address it.
Yeah, and don't hit it with like stronger chemicals because you're only gonna make it worse. So
You're gonna,
It just
yeah.
melts it.
yeah, use lighter chemicals and try to cover it up. That's probably the best thing you can do at that point if it's gotten to that far. All right, and now stay wet car wash. Frankie asks, Toyota had an issue with the dashboards and okay, yeah, he's just reaffirming that. So yeah, Toyota had an issue with that. Audi had an issue with their buttons. So there's a lot of different companies that use shitty plastic. So
Well, even the high end, like you hear, what is
Yeah.
it, Ferrari or Maserati that had that too with the buttons?
BMW's had a lot of
Oh,
problems
yeah.
with the handles on the doors getting all gummy.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You see them on steering wheels all the time. So I mean, it's
Yep.
happening to my Nissan right now, but mine's at least 20 years old at this point. So I give it a pass.
Yeah, I was gonna say at that time, yeah, that's definitely a pass.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Damo, next question, brother. J Farm asks, how much safer is rinse bucket with rinseless versus just water? I personally put rinseless, like the ones I want to get rid of, in the rinse
In
bucket.
the second bucket, right? Yeah,
Right.
That's the same thing I do.
Why, Dave? Why?
Throw down rinseless.
Well, because otherwise the shit will just sit there, and I want to get rid of it. So
Because
Yeah.
it encapsulates.
encapsulate.
No, 'cause
Yeah, I look. I agree with the science. I'm just saying I believe in it. Like, hey, I don't want to clean my car with dirty water. That's all it is.
I keyed.
You just want to get rid of some.
But
useless
yeah, I
rinses.
mean, anyone use water in their rinse bucket, or does everyone use rinseless in their second bucket? Whoever does use the second bucket.
I do
Use
both.
rinseless.
Yeah, it's just whatever I feel the day. Like water's just fine, or just like you said, I have a couple of gallons of Nemesis, and I'm never gonna use that all up. So yeah, it doesn't hurt to throw it in the rinse bucket and
Yep.
have that double insurance. So yeah,
Do you
either or.
notice a difference between water and rinseless in your rinse bucket?
Not really. Yeah, I do. But with the plain water, you can see it a lot clearer. You know, with the Nemesis V2 or whatever I'm using, like it's cloudy, but it helps. But do you absolutely need it? No. So if you're out there, if you're not like us and you don't have multitudes of rinseless wash, yeah, water in your rinse bucket, you're good.
If you're not mentally like, got a problem and you have like 50 gallons of different chemicals in your garage, yeah,
Whoa,
water's
whoa,
just
whoa,
fine.
whoa! I feel attacked.
You got 100 gallons, not 50. Don't worry about it.
I wasn't corrected to you, Ulysses. I was being self-deprecating.
Yeah, I'm curious. William in the chat answered about the dashboard. He said airbrush it. I'm curious what he's talking about. I don't know what he means by
You're
airbrush.
gonna airbrush gel coat?
Or maybe a clear coat. Yeah, you can put a
Yeah,
clear coat.
I asked
on it.
him, but I'm curious if anybody has an idea what he means by airbrush the dash.
I mean, there are interior clear coats that, like, when I like get a shitty auction car in with something, I'll paint it and clear coat it just like I would on the exterior, but it's made for the interior, so you can technically get away with it. But if there's any deformities or like say
you would be able to see it though.
You'd be able to see it, but it won't be gummy anymore because the clear
Yeah.
coat would harden it up. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But he's talking painting it, straight up painting the dash.
All
Basically,
of
yeah,
that because
interior paint.
all of that damage and all that funk and your precious car's dash is fucked up because you're too lazy to put a shade up in your window. That's just sad.
I don't think that's part of that. I think
No,
that's
the
just
car's an oven.
defective.
The car's an
Yeah,
oven.
especially in like California, Arizona, Texas. I mean,
I'm in Texas. I use sunshades since I started driving. I've never had a dash crack
But
on me or get gummy or jacked up.
It depends on the vehicle though.
It depends on the vehicle exactly, because some of them have extra issues that other cars won't have.
It was
Yeah,
an actual deep material defect.
My old Corvette, it didn't crack or get gummy, but the adhesive that was holding the vinyl, was
it came
falling off.
loose. Yeah. Chrysler's had that issue with their side doors where they were curling up on you, and it looked like they was gonna unhinge from the door itself.
That's gonna happen with any vehicle that's that old, you know.
My thing is when the steering wheel, when you go to wipe the steering wheel and there's all the little plasticky bits, and then when you get done cleaning it, it's just it looks like like a picture of the moon. You know, it's all just cratered and jacked up.
It's almost worse.
Or
when
if you use a Scrub Ninja and your Scrub Ninja is like completely black after that, from
and you're
taking
like,
all the
I should
stuff
never
off.
have cleaned this.
Exactly.
buy a cover.
Yep.
And then your hands turn black because now you're just touching the actual like insides of the steering wheel. All right, next question. David asks, any of the panelists familiar?
Oh, sorry, that was the same one.
Yeah,
I
I was gonna say
apologize.
we did that one. Yeah.
All righty.
There's a question.
Chelsea
from
asks,
Chelsea.
with social media influencing, how many people view detailing do you think in the industry has created unrealistic expectations about what the average vehicle owner can achieve at home?
That's a very, very good question.
Very good question.
Kelsey's always great with the deep questions.
Yeah, she's got some bangers for sure.
So? I don't think.
Next question. Nobody wanted to answer.
I would say that back in the day when even the DIY person didn't have the availability to the tools and some of the chemicals and stuff, I would say that would fall into that, right? Like setting an unrealistic expectation. But now with YouTube, hey, you could go get a Griots G9 polisher at AutoZone, get their correcting cream and their pads, right? And watch a couple YouTube videos. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to turn out like a, concourse detail, but I think the information and the stuff's a lot more available now to where you could get results like that on your own.
And the days are gone of where you went down to Walmart and AutoZone only, again, you're like pretty much stuck with whatever they got, like Armor All and Chemical Guys and stuff like that. Now with YouTube, people are getting turned on to ADS, all the Thor products and, beyond, so they're getting into the, not so much, professional products, but the prosumer product, the one where it's safe for the person at home versus, where some of the professional products I wouldn't trust in the hands of a normie because they probably destroy their car, So it's a lot easier for people to get into, detailing that car safely, but with, professional outcomes.
Do you guys feel like customers are caring more about the stuff you're putting on their cars these days, more so than past few years?
I think they know enough
the
to throw out
influencer.
names. I think they know enough to throw out names and ask you about them. But I think ultimately they're not really worried as long as they see the results. But they'll ask you, well, do you use said product line?
I
type
think
stuff.
people at the normal level, like the ones that normally wouldn't spend the money on a detail on an everyday, then the people that are spending the money, they can give a rat's ass what you're putting on their car. They just want it done. So, I mean, they're not asking you. They're just saying, get it done, make it look good, and that's it. Unless they're,
Very rare.
Very rarely they'll ask. Then you got the mid-level people, like I said, the ones that maybe will only do it when their car is like blown up and they want to get it ready for something. They may get online, do some, 10-minute research, and they'll, hey, I heard about this, this, and this, but they're also going to be the problem people.
The ones
that are
that
gonna
take it to
complain.
car shows typically are the ones that ask you, hey, what type of wax are you going to use? Things like that.
Right, because they also do their own stuff at home, and they just happen to be away from their garage, and they want you to get it done just like they would, basically.
The car show that I went to this weekend, I was totally surprised that everybody there was using Chemical Guys, Speed Shine, Max L1. I mean, I didn't see anybody with what I would consider a decent.
You didn't see anybody with griots?
Nobody with Coach Cammy or anything? Yeah.
No.
And I went to a car show too to follow up.
What
on
car
that,
shows
on
were
that.
they?
And that was they were using.
This was called Whiskey Row. There were about 500 cars there.
Was it like one like a brand of car represented?
It was old cars, new cars, Lambos, Camaros, Corvettes, old.
Was it an older crowd or a younger crowd?
Well, most of the car shows that I've been to are typically a little bit older crowd. I mean, they're the ones that can afford, usually afford the higher priced vehicles. But I was really surprised.
So I noticed the younger people are the ones getting into the stuff that we're into, believe it or not. And the older guys.
Fernando went to the Fast and Furious show.
Yeah.
Well, I went to a car show and what they were using was the Kirkland signature towels, and they thought it was the best towel ever. So I mean, they and these were nice cars. I mean, it was a bunch of really nice cars, and they thought that was a really soft, nice towel. So there is some people that aren't as
they're not detailers, guys.
Yeah, enthusiasts, or they just want their car to look nice and shiny, and a car wash is good enough for them.
Normal people look at us sometimes and be like, "How much did you spend on a towel?" Or how much chemicals do you have in your garage? And they look at us like we're crazy.
So Don and Fernando, did y'all use that? Did you get to talk to somebody about their car and kind of spit some knowledge? Did you use any kind of time to say like, hey man, if you like this, you're going to love this? Yeah. Educate them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did. Cause I was there because I did one of the cars. And
was it the Mustang?
Yeah, it was the Mustang. And I gave the guy when he left, because I knew he was going down to the car show. I gave him about 12 ounces of Yum Detailer.
Whoa,
dude, that's like giving away gold.
Yeah.
I
must have liked
that. But I gave him
Don's money is different.
I gave him a real soft towel too. I gave him like a free bird, and I said, look, when you get down there, if you happen to go through a puddle or you go through something, I said, use this. And so when I went down to the show, he was parked next to his grandfather's car. He was the original owner. It's a '74 Corvette. It's been put on a new chassis. It's nice. And I asked him, I said, well, show me what you're using. And he pulled out Chemical Guys. And I said, well, look, just take a spritz of this whenever you get a chance. And I said, I'm not trying to sell you the product. I'm not selling them. I said, but you let me know what you think. And he said, he goes, I'll take a chance at it, and I'll let you know. So that's all I kind of did.
No, okay.
Hey Don, I saw you had fans at that meetup. You got people wearing your shirts. You're making influence over there.
Now those are just people that I've detailed their cars, and so they got shirts. Most of them were people that have
Don't be modest, Don. You got other YouTube content creators rolling with your shirts on their channel. Come on,
Don't worry,
don't be modest.
It goes on the invoice when he charges them on the detail. It's like, okay, you get the shirt.
Yeah.
So you know what? For me, I think YouTube and stuff and the influencer stuff, the most influential part of it, people don't realize the time it takes. They watch a short or a little video, and they think that they can drop their car off with me and I'll just wait and have a cup of coffee and it'll be done, right? Yeah, no, it's not going to be done. And I don't have a waiting room, so you got to go. But I think that is what I see most often, is that people have the unrealistic expectations as far as the time it takes.
Or they think it's the same as a car wash.
Yeah, that's why I tell people. I was like, you want to wait for it, you're going to get a car wash. You want to leave with me all day, I'll detail it. So, but if you're waiting in my showroom, I'm not doing shit other than a car wash.
That's my favorite line. Well, I could get the car wash, and I was like, it's fine. It's not the same. It's not the same service.
Yeah.
Well, and I tell people, like the few customers that I have, I just use this, whether it's a man or a woman, I don't give a shit. I tell them imagine if you're at the house painting your nails, or your wife or whatever, your girlfriend, blah blah blah. That's washing a car. Like, you go to a salon and you get the mani-pedi, the gel coat, you get the full on treatment. That's detailing. That's what we do. And you can either do it at the house for the cheap, or you get a handful of quarters and go to the coin wash. That's what you're looking for. If you want something more, that's what I do. I do the premium service, and this is going to take, X amount of hours. And if you don't want to pay that, that's the best part of the price, is you don't have to pay it. So,
Franco, that's actually a good analogy. That's actually really good.
And that was the basis of my whole first video when I ceramic coated, right? I'm like,
What,
I've
mani
never
pedis?
done this. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've never ceramic coated a car, and I'm starting from scratch, and I don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to follow this process. And sure enough, I mean, I said, now I understand why they charge what they charge for a ceramic coating, because it is, this labor intensive process, and it's the polishing that's the labor intensive. Putting on the coating was easy, in my opinion, compared to the polish.
Well, like this. Well, go ahead, finish. Sorry.
I mean, from there, it opened up my eyes, and I encourage people, hey, if you want to try it, go try it, but know that you're getting into something that's going to be not something 5 minutes like some other videos, right?
Ask Gary with the 150 high spots on his truck.
Who left those over there?
Come on,
Like,
now.
Franco and I were discussing this earlier, right? And I think we kind of touched on it last time we were in the Discord chat about making for your for your process for your customers to see, right? Like, yeah, it's going to be an 8-hour or 6-hour video, but if you chop it up into sections, and so people can actually see, like, oh crap, like it took them, the better part of 3 or 4 hours just to polish it. You know what I mean? And that's not washing it. That's not, prepping it for the coating.
Hey, let's clarify. The high spots on Gary's truck were not on Jen's side of the truck. Let's clarify that.
No, there was.
They were there before.
High spots came with the truck.
But it wasn't. Yeah, it was two. I was like, somebody did. I was freaking out.
Jen's like, I did not do this. Just so you know.
That's the best
Yeah,
part.
and then there was another one. It was like, again, I'm sure
Yeah, you couldn't even
know,
reach that one that
I
was
couldn't
there.
even
So
reach
yeah.
it. I was like, there's no way.
Ricardo being all soft on
Yeah.
All
Chelsea's
I know,
got a-
it wasn't her. It wasn't her.
Yeah.
Corey's jumping out of bushes, being like, let me check the gloss on this high spot. Yeah, that's pretty screwed.
Chelsea has
Yep.
another question.
Let's
This is a
hear it.
good one.
All right. With the explosion of new detailing products, tools, and techniques, has the industry truly improved detailing quality, or has it created more confusion and unnecessary consumerism among enthusiasts? I agree with that last part.
Mhm.
It has created
I would
a
say
lot of
yes to all of it.
consumerism.
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
yes to both.
No, I
Well,
think
including-
with the tools and techniques, has it improved detailing? Yes, 100%. Oh my god, dude, yes.
But it's
But
so
Oh yeah,
far and
he
few
he
between.
answered this exactly right. Yeah.
Who watched the Thor
Mhm.
live cast today? And who ordered
I
something
lost
today?
all the
I was
giveaways.
building a fence. No, I didn't do. No, I didn't watch. I
Yeah,
couldn't.
but that's
I didn't
what
order
it
it.
is. It's they are creating marketing through
Yeah.
and making consumerism, and we don't need it. I guarantee you guys didn't really need whatever you bought today.
Nope, did definitely not.
I did. I
talking about
needed it so I
confusion.
can show
I
off
needed
the
about
units on my
50%
shelf.
of it.
There's needs and wants. You guys wanted what you got, and
Yeah.
that's
oh,
what
dude,
it is.
oh,
Dave,
Chelsea.
did you win one of the giveaways though, Dave?
I
Yeah,
did.
he
I
won-
actually won
Well,
both
see, that's why you
giveaways.
didn't buy anything because you wanted the giveaway.
Yeah.
He won $250, right? He won
He
$250.
just wanted to rub it in Noah's face.
Wait,
They
what did you
changed
win?
it, man.
What did you win today?
Gift card from Nick.
Oh, you didn't win anything?
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, but
No, they changed it. I would like to say that I am the reason why they changed the giveaway.
Actually,
Now they do this little number
no,
system.
I should've waited till
Too
the
I do
end.
think
good
it's
at my
The sun
job.
was in your eyes. The wind blew.
yeah.
No, they actually asked the question at the end.
they did ask a
Yeah.
question at the end.
Yeah,
I got it
David
right
David got
first.
it, yeah.
But then I saw Eddie be like, hey, Jamie, is this the winner correct? Because they didn't want, because I had just won the first one and they didn't want to do it with the second one. So they're like, Duck Pong got it because she was second on the list. So they gave it to her. But they didn't want to say it. They just acted like StreamYard gave her the win. So, but it is what it is.
No, but going back to the consumerism, like, dude, I mean, yes. Oh my God. So the quality of the detailing has improved exponentially. It's easier, the tools and the chemicals and the washes, pre-washes, all that stuff. But yes, I mean, they just came out, going back to Eddie and Jamie, they just came out with a line that's designed to clean your boats. How many people on this panel have bought boat cleaner for your cars?
And they don't own a boat.
Yes. I'm
Consumerism.
I won it. Right?
well,
Does that
it
count?
was because if this works just as good as FSC, then it's cheaper.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
okay.
hold on,
Ah,
I
I
was
understand that.
There's a reason why I use Coach Chemi FSC. So if this works, then this is cheaper and it's a better value for me. But
I
the
only bought
Triple
this
S
because it was
definitely is something
$2.
that I like.
That could be, that's another interesting topic, is the expectation of a chemical.
Yeah.
Right? Like we were having discussions and comparisons on how FSC compares to Wake Eater or against a dedicated water spot remover, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, oh, well, it doesn't beat a dedicated water spot remover. Well, yeah, because it's not designed to, right?
Mhm.
This is like a touch up.
It's a touch up, yeah.
Yes, it's not, hey,
when
I'm
you
going to
pull
go
your boat out of the
nuclear.
water, you can just and prevent the spots from forming. So
Well, you want to talk about consumerism? Look at the Wake Eater line. How many different water spot acidic products
They got
are there?
three
There's
different water spot
levels.
Three different ones, yeah.
because they're designed for boats, they're supposed to be.
Let's see. What's the major
You
problem with
get out of the
boat?
water,
Oh, yeah,
you want
water
to prevent
spots.
spots. You got spots, yeah. They're designed for that. And people
See,
buy
now-
Chemex. People
I got-
buying Chemex products. That shit's designed for diesel trucks, and you're buying. Oh,
I got
don't understand why
Chemex.
It doesn't work on my car.
I like Chemex. They make good stuff, but that snake oil kind of sus.
There you go.
Heavy duty's good.
It's
Heavy
super,
duty's
it's
good.
super high concentrated stuff, right? Like, of course it's going to work.
Yeah.
You got
I'm not saying
hot
that it damages your
sauce,
cars. I'm just
got
saying,
FSC.
consumerism.
But yeah, I mean, I think what sucks is that there's so many options to choose from, and that kind of just gives I forget what the term is, but it gives everybody too many options, so you don't know what to pick, which is why
So just
most
get them
people
all.
like
Is it
Don,
like analysis paralysis?
like Don saw
Yeah.
at the car show,
you
they
go.
just choose Chemical Guys because it's the biggest and most known.
Yeah,
But
but they're the worst at it. Like, they got freaking 30
many
different
SKUs
products for
do
the
they
same job.
Of the
But-
same thing, yeah.
But
Exactly, but they
But-
have the most marketing for it.
that's
so
the thing.
most people
Chemical
pick it.
Guys isn't a good chemical company. They're a great marketing company.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the detailing videos back in the day, it was all Chemical Guys stuff, right? They were the ones
Yeah.
that were putting all that. It was like that one that Mexican dude that looked like Mike G. The guy with the glasses. It was always him and that skinny dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember. I don't remember
No,
the name.
that's the great thing about Chemical. We talk a lot of smack about Chemical Guys, and I mean their shit works, but it's not the greatest. But they're the gateway drug in a
Hey,
good
but-
way.
hey,
They
we talk all
got
that-
us on the hard stuff. Like it's
Yep.
they got us into detailing. So I mean, kudos to
We
them.
talk, we talk all that smack, but I'll take. their
I'm a little
bank
bit older.
account.
McGuire's was my gateway drug.
Mothers. I think it was
Your
mothers for
pinky
me.
up.
No, you're
Mothers.
just more. You're snobbier. That's why you went with McGuire's.
Exactly.
Turtle wax and mothers. Yeah.
Yeah, that Chemical Guys is for those young guys.
Hey, speaking of snobby, look at Franco drinking his drink with a pinky up.
Pinky up.
You don't
You
know.
saw that, right? I did see that.
This is only Ozark branded. water.
Right, Ozark water. The ice cubes are made from bottled water. Excuse me.
I took lightning and froze it into cubes.
My ice
It
cubes
tastes
are
like I
hand
might
carved by
die.
homeless folk. It's like what?
Oh man. Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah. Any questions?
Dave, next
All
question.
right. Oh, next question. All right. Bryce Auto Detailing asks, here's a question. If your customers are great with their car as it is and just want you to ceramic coat it, would you want to polish it first or would you coat it? Or you just coat it? Now, me and Franco talked to a friend recently, Greg, and he was going to think about saying just YOLOing it and coating his vehicle.
Mhm.
And we are just like, yeah, I don't care how flat it is, bro. It wouldn't hurt just to go over it really quick
Give
with
it
a
a quick
polisher.
zip. That's it. That's all you got to do is a quick zip. And a couple days later, he came back and told us, I think it was me, Chingy, Super Dave.
Neat. Yeah.
And yeah, he goes, dude, you were dead on. It just brought up just that,
Extra
little
gloss.
bit
amount of
of-
gloss, extra
Yeah,
gloss.
that little bit of.
And it
Yeah.
gives
Ooh,
the
are we-
coating a better chance. I mean, it really, really
Mhm.
does. It gives the coating a better chance of adhering. Just it's.
Are we
just
gonna
best
open
practices.
that can of worms today?
Where's Corey at? Get the gloss meter out.
No, we're not. So here's my spiel, right? Because I do a wash clay coat, right, where I don't polish it.
Uh-huh.
But it's not a coating that's longer or more durable than a 1-year coating, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
1 year.
and that's what I tell them. I was like, look, this will give you a little taste of the ceramic world. And if you want to get super gangster and step up into it, then if you want a big boy coating, then we have to polish and do all that jazz. But if you
That's
just want to give it a
Ulysses.
I mean, if you're doing
He's super gangster. You got to get the full coating.
Yeah, and if you're gonna do like a spray-on coating or a 1-year coating or whatever, yeah, I mean, I can understand not polishing, but if you're gonna put on a big boy coating like Yum 6 or Yum 4, and you spend all that money on a coating,
At
least
least
the
a light enhancement.
That's different. That's
Yeah.
different.
Unless
That's a
they're
whole
willing to
different
pay
animal.
for the, yeah. But I mean, a quick zip is what, hour and a half, if even that. depending
max.
if you have-
If you're
nah.
if you're Greg, maybe. I mean, like for most
you're
of us, it,
If you're
Yeah.
just jeweling, you're buzzing it. You'll be done with a car in like a 30
Under an
minutes to
hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus, is that how long you guys take?
yeah, I think it's.
Oh,
that's what I'm
wow.
saying. Yeah,
I polish for hours, but I'm
Well,
never just.
we're
chewing
not
it.
talking about correction though. We're talking about
Yeah.
just a quick zip. You know, like,
Enhancement.
Oh, okay,
imagine you
okay,
put it on an
okay.
app almost. you know
No,
what I mean?
Noah's trying to impress his little fans that he has on the chat.
Hey, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for all of us.
Hours. My
I'm
back
waiting for
never
all of
gets
us to put a
tired.
polish on a paint, put a coating, and see who's got the biggest gloss meter numbers. I'm waiting for that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. The
challenge
biggest
accepted.
flaw.
That's so,
That'll be somebody else. I ain't winning that one.
that's so
I'm glad that
subjective,
went the
though.
right way.
I'll take that
Nah,
challenge.
but there's no way I'm putting on a coating for a customer without polishing. The
Even
only
a 1 year?
instance would be a 1 year, but that's because
Yeah, that's what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
I was
though,
just
is
gonna
it-
ask Vice. I was like, you're gonna polish also for a 1 year.
Nah,
Oh, okay.
never.
Not because, like, look, so for me, watch, that's $400, and that's just a
Yeah.
wash clay coat. You know what I mean?
Yep.
At most, it should take
Mhm.
you an hour.
Damn. For the whole job?
Yeah, if you're just washing it, claying it, and coating it,
Yeah.
you're not doing the inside. That's
Oh,
different.
that's right. You're not juling it. Okay.
Do
Yeah.
That's
you
1
use
hour.
1 or 2 buckets?
For those jobs, I do 6. I bust out 6 buckets.
Each panel gets its own bucket. And let's not
And I
No
move the
bucket.
bucket with my pinky up.
And I only pour virgin distilled water in them.
Ulysses washes cars like this.
You gotta have the pinky out.
Now, what do you guys prefer? Do you guys prefer suede applicators or autosavers?
Oh my
or...
God.
Auto savers.
Oh my god!
I've tried both.
Saver
I've tried both auto savers, the suede and the microfiber, and the suede is just so smeary compared to the microfiber. I don't know why people choose suede.
I'm getting
Yeah,
my
that-
shit right now. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. Go ahead, talk.
No, I
My-
was
my
gonna say
biggest-
I
oh, go
think
ahead.
I would.
Go ahead, Joe.
I do not like suede. I think it just soaks up. It just consumes too much of the coating. I'm like doing that.
Oh yeah,
way.
that was the problem you had when you were coding.
That's exactly. That's why I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
I
I
like the
remember.
suede.
Yeah, no suede over
I've
here.
tried both. It's a little
I've
sus.
got these guys right here. Can I have the big screen?
Glide coat.
Yeah.
So-
So
My thing
These-
is,
these guys right here, you talk about the ultimate control. So you've got your, if you like the flatter ones or the thick guys like this or those little biscuits, the little half size, these are fantastic for big panels. But once you start getting around, like my Bronco has the little plastic kind of faux vent piece in the fender. This right here, it's not that thick.
Yeah, it's
But
like an
you can-
intermediate.
Oh my god! And this is just really soft foam, and you just pour your coating on it, and you got the ultimate control just for all your little intricate areas, so
So
that
you
you don't
use
have
it-
to worry
And it
about
doesn't
high spots. No,
my
this
biggest
is
thing, yeah.
this is that real
Oh, I
hard
see
plastic.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
My
I'll
biggest
leave
thing
a
is
link somewhere.
I don't
Yeah,
like the
definitely.
smaller ones because your hand cramps up.
Yeah.
So
That's why
I
I
li-
like the. That's why I,
I
like
got
the
the
thick guys.
arthritis.
Yeah, I use the suede for like wheels because I'm able to like get into like the little crevices and stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah.
You just do it because you're bougie.
I am bougie.
I use nothing but Alcantara.
I don't even use leather. I use suede.
Míralo.
The baby seal skin boots.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But Franco,
I actually like the
you don't even
DIY
put
one.
a suede like what are they called? Like the little
The towel.
Towel?
a little towel that you dig in there in the seam.
No,
it's not one of those.
because if you can see this is like this would
A
be
sponge.
comparable foam
dense foam.
to the red strap-ons from DIY, which those
Yeah.
are great
Oh,
applicators
right.
too.
Yeah,
Those
so
are
that's-
really good applicators.
That's that kind of foam right here, and then it's just a very very thin piece, and then you got this hard, non-porous, so you use every single drop of coating because you can coat with this, and then you can actually pat it onto the panel and leave square wet spots and use that to feed off of. These things are fantastic.
Is that the SPTA
Amazon?
version?
No, these are Glide Coat they're from Amazon, but the brand is actual Glide Coat. But yeah, it comes in a 6-pack, and these are great. You know what these are great for too? Your trim. If you're doing any kind of trim coating, so I just did the Chevy Colorado. but you can get right up on that trim and that paint, and you're not having to worry about smearing the paint so much as you would with one of these cats. So, I mean,
See,
this is the ultimate control.
That's why I like the DIYs applicators. I really like those. So yeah.
Mhm.
These are
Yeah.
like $6 for a 4-pack. The strap is a lot sturdier, Jen, and they work
Mm.
great.
Let's see.
Yeah. Strap-on's definitely a good thing to have.
Yes.
Strong one at that.
Jesus.
You don't want it falling off mid-coating.
Yeah, exactly.
Lord.
It drives the coating penetration to the panel.
Oh boy.
Playing the role of great tonight. Mr. Dunlop has to put up with our
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
We're
I can-
offending his Canadian sensibilities.
No. I can hear Greg in my ear. He's in my thoughts and saying he's the same thing. Oh,
Mute,
Lord.
mute.
Oh boy.
He's
Yeah.
like, next question, next question.
Is
Next
he
question.
dressed as an angel or a devil on your shoulder there, Adamo?
He's on both sides. He's on both sides for sure to me. Definitely. Last question of the night.
J Farm. Before you
Oh,
get to that,
last
J
one. Here
Farm,
we
the
go.
Thor ones, they're one side is suede and the other one is microfiber.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, I
50-50.
got those right over here, little pinkies
Yep.
right
I've used
here.
the auto fiber ones
Oh.
aren't bad.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
sorry.
nothing against suede. If I get the auto fiber, the dual layer ones, right? For me, it's just I can't use those little blocks.
Yeah.
Those little blocks are no bueno.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
does Wade
the-
touch here,
these are
Ulysses?
fine
Tell us.
for
Do you
These
use
are-
the saver sheets?
these are fine for
I
the
like saver
intricate
sheets.
intricate work, but yeah, I double team these guys. So this one's for all the big panels, and yeah.
Man, all the
But I'm the same like you.
euphemism.
Like after I get done, after I get done, if I use this for the whole car, yeah, my knuckles are
Get crampy.
Yeah, they do this right here. You see that?
Oh,
my
Jesus
God.
Christ, dude.
Jeez.
That's what happens.
Oh
They-
my
they get
God,
stuck.
Frank.
You were not prepared for that.
No,
Brother!
Jesus Christ, man.
No.
You need to put a warning on that
It's
thing
both
before you
of you.
pull that out.
I'm
That's
trying to
the
figure out how you
worst.
guys are
That was the
doing
worst.
that.
That's the worst one. Yeah.
You're like the guy in shop class being like, be sure to wear your safety glasses and put a guard on that thing.
All right, all right.
Oh.
Last question. Last question.
Last one.
Last
one.
question. Anytime
I
now.
guess I guess I have to get it up.
What? Oh, Chelsea asks, what is the one area where you believe the detailing industry needs to improve? Whether it's product transparency, customer education, training standards, environmental responsibility, or other. I'd say all the above.
Longevity claims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They need
I
to-
say
Yeah.
Exactly.
Claims
That-
are, I
realistic
think, top of the
claims.
list.
that and
How do
The
people not get
toxicity-
sued selling
the
a 3-year coating if it doesn't last 3 years?
Same way I don't get sued selling
Oh.
cars, bro. It's all about the vagueness of what you're saying.
I think
3
I
years,
think
the Mayan
Ulysses was going to
calendar.
hint. I
no,
think
my
Ulysses
my
was gonna-
biggest thing is the toxicity in the detail culture. That's my biggest thing.
Oh,
That's
dude,
what we need.
We wouldn't have a podcast without it.
No, because we can discuss, and that's like how I brought it up earlier, right? I was like, we can discuss products and methods, whatever, right? But it's when you
Yeah.
start calling people out,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you don't know what you're doing, therefore, you know what I mean, you're stupid or you're dumb. If you don't do it
Like
my
how-
way, you're dumb.
Like how Dave calls out Gusworks.
Or a sheep star with no shoes. Yeah, I call it out all the time. I don't give a shit. I hate those bastards. Anyways,
So on
But
that note,
toxicity. Speaking of which,
And that's not only like with social media, right? It's just with just even detailers. Like there's enough cars for everybody. You don't have to fight. You don't have to be shady. You don't have to be, you know what I mean? Backstabbing. It's-
Social
bro,
media
that's-
is a double-edged sword because it breeds toxicity and also communities. So it can go either
It
way.
does, and there should be a and it's not a detailing industry problem, but it's a community problem. Like like we need to quit letting it just slide. You got the channels out there that out of Arizona that just allow toxicity through their comments, and they're not doing anything to squash it. They're just letting them shit all over everybody else's shit, and you know, I guess it would be an industry problem because that guy is part of the industry and he's allowing all that shit talking to happen on his channel. And, you know, we need to be better. We, you know, as an industry, we need to call that out and nip it in the bud and
What are we gonna do?
happen.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna beat the shit out of
rewarding
him?
it.
What?
No. But I mean, call them out and just, you know, just not let it happen. Just say like, hey, if you're gonna act like that, you don't need to be here. Like, you know, F off, you know, like.
I think at least in our community, we're pretty good about calling out bullshit. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think we've been pretty cool about it. And as long as you're cool with us, we're cool with you. We're very inviting. And I'm proud to say that the community that we chill with is a pretty diverse and cool community.
We're
But-
pretty level-headed, right? Like,
Yeah,
not level-headed like temper-wise, but like we're flat across the board. Like, we don't, you know, we're not on, you know, certain people's nuts or whatever.
Did I just?
Because- Go ahead.
What's up,
Go
Jen?
ahead, Jen.
Is it mute for everyone or just me? Like,
Are you on an
Yeah,
iPad?
Can you?
No.
hear us?
No.
You use-
Oh,
you're on a
okay.
Mac.
Yeah, last year.
Are you on
Okay, yeah, I'm on
Safari?
Mac.
Can you
Oh,
hear
okay.
anybody,
You
Jen?
got to use a Chrome. You got to use a Chrome browser instead of the Safari
Nope.
browser.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay,
all right, we've
well-
done our weekly stay off Max when you're on StreamYard.
Yeah.
We do it at least once a week. Don't worry about Jen.
I was,
Yeah,
I
because
was, I was
someone
gonna,
leaves, you lose audio.
I was gonna
Ah,
add to
okay.
Ulysses'
That
point
makes
there
sense. That
that
makes sense.
Just,
that
hold on. Just come back, Jen. Just leave and come back. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Vice. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just gonna add to Ulysses' point there that, you know, everybody has different processes like we discussed today. Some people use 2 buckets, some use 1. But at the end of the day, like, we all know there's multiple ways to skin a cat. So you
We all can agree
you
to
do it your
disagree.
way. I can do it my
It
way.
went mute
It
for
doesn't
me.
matter.
I didn't hear a thing Noah said. It
He
sounded
called you
like-
an asshole.
No, it sounded like
Something like that.
Like what you would call it, that part on Forrest Gump when he starts talking about
There
Vietnam
we
and they
go.
disconnect all
There
the
you go.
shit. Yeah, I just heard him start. I agree with Ulysses, and then it just went silent. And I'm like, man, he's really selling this pause.
Dramatic pause.
Can you hear him now, Ulysses?
So yeah, I can't
No.
hear half of you guys now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
All
we're
right.
2 hours.
Yeah.
We're
Jen-
2
Well, it's a good
hours.
thing we're
Yeah,
2
yeah,
hours
whatever.
in.
Yeah, we're 2 hours in. No, Noah was just saying that you know
We
what,
used up our free minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody has their processes. Everybody has the things that they do. You know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. We're coming
We're all
together
just
as
cleaning
a community.
cars.
We're just cleaning cars. So
Right.
so it is what it is. But on that note, I think we're going to end it here for tonight. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Everybody in the on the panel. Jen, thank you so much
Yeah. Thanks for
for
coming.
coming on and sticking
Thanks
with
for
us
having me.
for a
And you're
couple of
welcome back
hours.
anytime.
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 Appreciate it.
As I said,
It
on
was
that
good having
note,
you on, Jenny.
yeah, for sure. On that note, I'm gonna end the stream, and if you don't mind, listen to the outro. As Greg always says,
It'll make
especially
Greg
for
very
tonight.
happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll make Greg very, very happy for tonight, anyways, for sure. Have a
Thanks,
good one,
everyone.
everybody. Thanks again.
Thanks, everyone.
Peace.
Thank you.
After party at the disco.
Thanks for listening to Clear Coat Confessions. Just a quick reminder, the opinions and hot takes expressed by our guests today are entirely their own and don't necessarily reflect the views of the hosts. Detailing involves heavy tools and strong chemicals, so if you try any of the techniques or products we talked about today, you do so at your own risk. Always read the labels, wear your proper PPE, protect your eyes, lungs, and skin. Test an inconspicuous spot. And don't blame us if you burn through your clear coat. See you next week in the garage.